First of all, hope you have had a fantastic festive period. Great Christmas followed up by a fantastic New Year. The lads are just getting set up. They'd love to be in the ground behind me, but unfortunately with COVID we can't do that. So this is the next best thing, making sure that they're getting the audio correct, getting comfortable, getting a drink, and make sure their video is spot on for you guys. So stay tuned to us, turn your TV down, join us and watch along. Get your interactive comments in the live chat as we bring you the live watch along. We'll be with you in a couple of minutes.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled.
Yes, hello everybody. We are live. Here's another match day zone here on NFTV. This is a must-win game. Steve Bruce has no excuses tonight. We have to simply get through. And not just that, I would love to see performance tonight. Steve Bruce in his press conference has said, oh, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a crack. And I said this on the preview last night. I wasn't too confident when Steve Bruce says that. He should be coming out saying, we're going to go there. We're going to attack. We're going to dominate. I'm very confident, but he doesn't say that. But welcome anyways to everybody who's watching. Turn your TVs down because the coverage on the national media isn't the greatest, is it? We're here for the next hour. 45 minutes to an hour where Carl will be taking over. I'm going to be joined by Adam very, very shortly in about 5 to 10 minutes time. I'm going to discuss both the lineups of some massive surprises in the Brentford lineup if you haven't seen that already. But welcome everybody to the stream. And we're also going to be looking at what the fans said after the Fulham game as well, because let's face it, I mean, now changes with Newcastle. It's always a drab week in Newcastle, isn't it? Nothing ever guns. Right. Gamer on Twitch is, please let us win this match. Totally agree. We have to win this game. But more importantly, we cannot be embarrassed tonight, because we've just played 3 promoted sides. West Brom, we won. Granted, we won the game, but in large spells, West Brom were better. Leeds ripped us apart, and then Leeds gone and got beat 6-2 off Man United. I'm very well, thank you very much. And then obviously with Fulham, we couldn't even beat a 10-man Fulham team. And funny enough, Fulham don't play too far from Brentford. So Is Bruce going 4-2-3-1 with that lineup, says Dean. We're going to be talking about the lineups very, very shortly. And Ethan's already clicked on no Ivan Toney, which me and Adam will talk about very shortly. But for the first 10 minutes or so, we're going to have a look at what the fans said. And then we'll obviously talk about the lineups. And then Carl will take over about 5:15, 5:20. And then those two lads, Carl and Adam, will be with you for the game. But go and grab a brew. Get yourselves comfortable. Here is 5 minutes of the Toon fans talking about that disaster. Couldn't even beat Fulham.
Well, too negative, honestly, from the start. I mean, we from the get-go against a team like Fulham, and I mean no disrespect to Fulham when I say it, we should be trying to get at them and trying to win the game. We're at home. We're against a team that is arguably inferior to us, and as I said, I don't mean any disrespect to that. We should be trying to win that game, and it looked from the start like we were trying to not lose rather than try and win. And that all the way to the end of the game, even after the sending off, it didn't look to me like a team that wanted to win the game. I'm really concerned that we are going to be made to look very, very embarrassed against Brentford, because if we set up to play defensively against a team that loves to have possession of the ball and attack, we are going to get hammered. Yeah, and I am really, really worried about that game.
I'm pissed. I'm mad at a lot of things, actually. I'm mad at Bruce. I want him out. He's not going. Let's not talk about that. I'm mad at the players who are on the pitch at the end that didn't want to win the damn game. We were passing the ball sideways and backwards with just a few minutes left in the match. I get it. We didn't all have best games. Maybe Shelby didn't. I look at their stats from the match, but I didn't see anybody that felt like they wanted to win at the end, and I'm angry at them about that. I followed this club from the other side of the world. I don't know why, but I do for a long time now, and I love it. And if I was on the pitch, and I'm fat and old and wouldn't do any good, but I would have tried. I would have got a 0 rating, but I would have tried. And I didn't see any of our players playing like that. I know Bruce makes substitutions late, so we all get mad about that, but I just don't understand why our players didn't want to win. So I'm mad at Bruce. I'm mad at our players. I'm also mad at Ashley because he's not going to do anything about this, even when we get 0 points between now and the end of the year. Goose egg. We will get goose egg points. Probably get done in by Brentford. Brentford scored 20 goals from open play this year, right? We've got like 7 or 9 or something like that. It's going to be ugly. Our only hope in January is we get to play Arsenal twice, right? So maybe we can do something, but there we go. It's a rant. Sorry for taking time, but damn, I'm mad. If the players don't believe in Bruce because he won't play, obviously, at least a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1 that a lot of us seem to prefer, I don't think Bruce can expect the players to, we can as fans, but I don't know how he expects his players to come back from a mental mistake like that. What's it got to feel like on your team when you watch Richie make that mistake, and then now you've got to go forward, whether that's, Amaron or Shelby that did seem a little off. Craig said that he seemed tired, and I thought that was pretty good. So I don't see that our players come back from that kind of own goal mistake by Richie. Mentally, we're not there, in my opinion.
Another shocking performance by Newcastle United. Not something to be surprised of. Not something to be surprised of in terms of Steve Bruce, a.k.a. Cabbage Heat, as we all like to call him now. Lineup, formation, a joke. Again, we're not playing our best formation. We should be playing 4-2-3-1. Strange decision to bring Dummett back in out of nowhere when we thought he was going to be out for another year or something like that. So that was a strange one. Starting Joe Linton, starting Richie. I mean, yes, Richie has passion, but sorry, just because you're passionate doesn't mean you're getting outright right to start. And yeah, Joe Linton again, because of one okay performance against Crystal Palace, he now suddenly deserves to start every single game. So that was wrong. Gale should have been starting. First off, again, we did what we did. We had a couple of moments, but most of the time we just sat back, let Fulham have the ball, like we're having the last couple of games, let all to the other oppositions and that, let them all have the ball and that, and just sit back, counter-attack and see what happens. And even when we did get the ball, Shelby and Longstaff, I've stuck up for them. I do like them, but nah, not good enough. Not good enough. No urgency to get the ball forward ever. You got Paul Wilson up there. Jesus Christ, if it wasn't for him, would be bottom where up there where Sheffield United are without him. But again, he was isolated. Paul Almiron again, he was isolated too. Joe Linton was doing nothing, and yeah, it was like I said, it was just poor. Then of course the own goal happens. Poor marking from Joe Linton. He manages to let someone who's much smaller than him get above him, and what is Richie doing? Richie's just in the wrong place at the wrong time as usual, and comes off him and goes in. And yeah, it was downhill from there. We got lucky. We were lucky that the first ever ref, that's probably been on our side ever, gives us a lucky penalty that weren't a penalty. Sends their player off. I think it was Anderson or something that was never a red card in the first place. We get a penalty and we get out of jail. But even after we went down to 10 men, Fulham were the better team and probably should have nicked it in the end.
Yeah, should have nicked it at the end, but we didn't against Fulham. And there's a lot of Newcastle fans who are, and it's already toxic really on social media for Steve Bruce. And I think tonight we've got to get through. I know it's already toxic in the minute with fans. If we get put out tonight, that's our season gone. We've got now to live for. We've got now to hope for. I can't say we're getting relegated. I think we've still got enough, despite Bruce being in charge. We're not going to get Europe. I cannot say we're having an FA Cup run. The fans have got every right to vent their frustration. And Steve Bruce needs to take a lot of the blame. And if we get put out tonight, honestly, just stay the hell off social media because it's going to be toxic tonight. We're going to be joined by Adam in about a couple of more minutes' time, but we've got a couple of more fans to rattle through, and then we'll talk about the
dinosaur of a manager has to go. I mean, it's just awful. It's just hard and awful to watch. It honestly is. I think the lineup again was questionable. I've got to say once again, I don't know how Sean Longstaff kept his place, even though his performance wasn't as bad as what it was against Leeds. You'd be Yedlin coming in. I mean, the bloke's not played for a long time, and that is, to me, as a player, we should have got off the wage bill in the last transfer window. He's not good enough for this football club. As you mentioned, his crossing is all over the place. That is the problem. He's all right for pace, but his crossing's abysmal. Yeah.
I think it's just the middle of the park. It always frustrates me with us. It's like I saw Anguissa today for Fulham. He was waltzing past players for, his energy. We lack that energy in the middle. Someone that's actually quick, and has that kind of energy. Shelby, Longstaff. Yes, you hope they're gonna hit a ball. You hope they are, because that's all we fucking have. But sorry for the language, but
no, you can swear. It's fine.
But just it's like those diagonal balls out to the outside, wing backs, wingers, and stuff like that. But it's we haven't got anyone that's going to drive us forward in the middle, have we? It's a rare occasion when you look at it and you see Shelby actually move forward with the ball, and you're like, Christ, he's running forwards. He's not looking to spray a pass out wide. And I just look at other teams that we play against that are around our level. Leeds on Wednesday night. Bruce is saying on Saturday that Hayden's just getting over 10 days of being in bed, and then he plays him for 90 minutes against Leeds. It's just
in the middle of the park.
Absolutely crazy.
Well, look, Sam, I'm past the point of caring, really and truly now. I'm gonna not lie to you again. I didn't watch the whole game because I don't want to put myself through it. All I do is, like most people now, is check results. Okay, all right, 1-1. All right, okay, cool. And that's it. So, yes, Johnny Greenwood, yes, I am a Brentford fan. Look, mate, we'll get into that shortly. Don't worry, because someone on my stream brought it up as well. The 40 derby is coming up on Tuesday, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, because either way, I win. And it's very rare that I get to actually enjoy a game where if some team will lose, I win either way. So yes, Johnny. See, I'm such in a stupid mood. I don't care. I can't remember what the question was, Sam.
Potentially if we put more effort. Well, both halves will lack effort, right?
But I'd say the first half was worse than. I'd say it was better in the second half. I mean, it's not just the fact they went down to 10 men, but then again, Fulham, you'd probably expect them to sit off more, have gone 1-0 up away from home, and then especially after going down to 10 men. And credit to them, they defended well.
Steve Bruce would have his hands in his pockets, but where Rafa Benitez would be more animated.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
Benitez would be more animated and giving teams instructions. Giving teams dishing out instructions. Like he sat there like he didn't care. They should have pushed when Fulham went down to 10 men. They should have pushed on for the last half an hour to get 3 points. We play shambolic football every weekend. I'm sick of it. I want it on the TV all the time. They desperately need fans back.
Elliot's brilliant. Like, he gets proper passionate. I love it when Elliot comes on. As you can see, I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Adam. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Bricking it, if I'm not going to lie, because we've got a win tonight.
Yeah. Games come thick and fast, don't they? It doesn't seem like 2 minutes ago we started on Saturday. So
it is. It's literally every 3 days. But we've got a few days off after tonight, which is always good. Mind you, it's not easy, obviously, after this game. But I seen you on Twitter earlier on saying that you kind of get yourself up for this one because you've got. I'm guessing, Adam, you're fearing what's coming. Part of the bus.
yeah, well, I did until I seen the lineup. A bit more for it now. Kickoff's coming around. It is a quarter final at the end of the day. A big chance to get to a semi final. Biggest chance we've had in years.
15 years.
Yeah. So I mean, just before the lockdown last time, we had Man City in the quarter final. I had my ticket bought for that. I was buzzing for that. And then obviously we had to play them behind closed doors, and we barely turned up for that one. So it's a shame we can't be there tonight. Down in London, cheering them on. But seeing the lineups which we're going to got a win. You mentioned before, Lee, before I came on, there's no coming back for Bruce. I mean, I don't think there's much coming back anyway. But if we lose tonight, trying to put stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, it's going to be poisonous.
Yeah, you need to stay off social media if we get put out tonight because Brentford have. We'll talk about Brentford. But Brentford, it looks like they've just literally just kind of. Now, I wouldn't say give up, but they've literally just rested a lot of their best players. But Adam's touched upon that already. We'll jump straight into it. Let's take a look at Newcastle United's lineup. I've obviously got Brentford's here as well, but we'll talk about them in a second. But this is Newcastle. I'm actually happy, Adam. Are you?
I am. I'm glad Joelinton's out the team for this one. It's looking like either a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-2-3-1. Hopefully the second, but we'll see how the line up. Surprised Yedlin's playing. I thought Kraft may have come in today. But yeah, he's gone for it. Longstaff doesn't seem to be anyone to replace Longstaff really. God knows what's up with Matty. But yeah, should be beating him.
Well, there's always Steve Bruce's son, which is Jeff Hendrick. He's sitting on the bench. I'm a bit surprised he actually hasn't started this one, but we'll have a look at the bench first, and then we'll make our way backwards as we normally do. There was some rumours from fans that Gillespie might start, so he hasn't. Andy Carroll been knocking on the door for Steve Bruce, still cannot get a place in the start lineup. Joelinton, who seems to be a little bit undroppable for the wrong reasons, is on the bench. Matt Ritchie, who scored the own goal on the weekend, unfortunate own goal, drops to the bench. Dwight Gale, I would love to see start. What's the kid got to do to start? He's on the bench. Touch upon already. Jeff Hendrick. Adam's already touched upon. Emil Croft is on the bench. So it's 90 minutes. There is no extra time in this one. It's straight to penalties. So if we are needing a goal in the last 15, 20 minutes, Adam, if you look at your bench, you're probably looking at go Carroll if you go long, or Gale if you want to try and get a fox in the box, because we might need one of those two guys.
Yeah, I'd expect to see Dwight Gale today. The critics he does get off Newcastle fans, that he's off some Newcastle fans, so not everyone, he's a championship player, and this is a championship opposition, so you'd expect him to come on and cause them problems. Brentford haven't got the strongest team out, but yeah, it's more positive than I thought it was going to be. So And as Sam will go on to, I'm astounded they've dropped Ivan Toney.
Yeah, he's been giving it large the last few days as well on social media. That he's up for it and he'll be furious. Rowan, I totally agree, Rowan. Got to win tonight. Wiley Edlin says Thomas will come to the defence very, very shortly. A lack of pace in that lineup, looking like we're going to sit back and counter. Fraser Murphy, Almiron, lack of pace. I've got to disagree a little bit on that one. Kieran says we'll be embarrassing. We can't beat Brentford reserves. Yeah, I totally agree. Gary says it's a great team. No excuses. There was fear, wasn't it, Adam, that Bruce might go with rotation. And obviously, if we got put out the night with rotated side, fans always go from anyways, but they would have had more of an, what's the word? More of a, give us a word, an excuse to fire at Bruce, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, I mean, and if it does go wrong tonight,
ammunition, that's the word I'm looking for.
Sorry?
Ammunition, fans, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need any more, to be fair. You know, there's less and less fans every week trying to stay positive about them. Obviously, we update the socials every day, especially after every game, and there's nothing really positive we can say at the minute. So hopefully a good result tonight, because we've got 3 tough games coming up. Can just put a smile on our face over the Christmas period, knowing we're going into a semi-final. I'm not sure, is it at Wembley as well?
Yeah, it's been knocked back till April to try and get the chance of having more fans in, having this. So you'd normally have it early March, wouldn't you?
There's the semis at Wembley as well, though.
I don't know, to be actually. I know it's only one leg.
Yeah, so I'd assume the one leg is going to be at Wembley like there's the FA Cup. I'm not sure on that. So if it is, it's a great chance, to get to Wembley. So I'm looking forward to it now. Now I've seen the team and I've seen how Brentford. Let's not forget Brentford. Brentford are pushing promotion. Their priority is probably to get the Premier League over there. Next round of this cup. Yeah,
evening, James. How are you doing? You all right? We lose, the season is over, Connor. In terms of hope, yeah, I would say so, because I think we're pretty safe. I know a few people are saying we're not safe just yet, but I think we've got enough. A lot of people asking when's Lascelles back against City. We don't know yet because we think he's got the COVID. So let's just hope. Connor Craig says we don't soak up all the pressure again like we did against Fulham. You've got no excuse tonight. It's against their reserves. We'll look at their side very shortly. I'm just trying to get through. Semi-finals aren't at Wembley, so let's hope we get a home tie against Stoke. We'll win tonight, and Stoke put out Liverpool. Are they playing Liverpool tomorrow? No, Spurs. They're playing Spurs.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're going to be at if they're drawn that they're at the home ground in the semi. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, be great if it's at home. Well, obviously Wilson, goal scorer. We know what he's all about. Fox in the box, wins dodgy penalties, but we don't care. It gets us goals. You need supply tonight, and then you're probably looking at, is it Murphy on the right, Adam, and Fraser on the left with Almiron in the 10? Is that what you think it is?
I think it's going to be more 4-4-1-1. I think it's going to be Almiron or Fraser behind Wilson, then 2 flat 4s, and then a number 10, then a 1. That's how I personally think he's going to line up. Probably Almiron behind Wilson, Fraser on the left. That's how I think he may do it.
Yeah, Almiron, Fraser, and Murphy could all be helping out. Because I think also that it's not just Wilson scoring the goals. We need the midfield to chip in as well. Fraser's a threat, Almiron's a threat, but let's see some goals. Murphy. Are you surprised to see, if we jump back to the centre midfield, are you surprised to see Sean continuing to play again, not Hendrick?
Well, fucking hell, it's at the minute, it's Hendrick alongside whoever.
Who's the worst out of the two?
Exactly. Whoever getting picked would have getting criticised, but if you're asking who starts, it's got to be Longstaff over Hendrick for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sam's brought that up about Callum Wilson. When will Wilson be rested? I want him to play tonight because I think you've got to put your stronger side out tonight. And we kind of beat Brentford's B team effectively. Yeah. Just
we've got Man City on Saturday, where we're probably going to have no more than 10% possession. Just give him a rest then if he has to rest him.
10%? You've been generous.
You're generous, aye.
That 10% will come in the last 10 minutes when we need a goal. Yeah, a lot of people are happy with the lineup. Obviously, though, I think the only thing what you are saying in the comments here is a couple of you are saying Dwight Gale's the only one. A lot of you are very happy with the lineup, which is good. It's a positive start tonight's show. Let's just hope it is positive come the end of the show. Could be a long one, remember, because we do have live videos going out later on tonight. We might have to push them back depending if it goes to penalties. So that'll be me panicking later on if that does happen, because Sam is at work until a little bit later. Anyone know when Saint-Maximin is back? Good point. Yeah, he's looks like, doesn't it, Adam? He looks like he's in France with his grandparents, doesn't it?
Yeah, Twitter went into a bit meltdown yesterday when he did his live his Instagram thing. You know, fans arguing amongst themselves. Has he got COVID? Is Bruce have him and Bruce falling out? It's all being kept very quiet for probably personal reasons. You'd like to think he's going to be back sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's a strange one.
Yeah, it is. I'll be home by 8:30. Don't panic this, Sam. Good. I need you, Sam. I might need you, depending on what if it goes into penalties. Please, God, no. John Joe Shelby. We touched upon this once or twice now. Sky were loading him over social media. I didn't think he had the greatest games, but yeah, I expect Sean and John Joe to sit a little bit tonight. I know that sounds daft, but hear me out. I think they are a little bit wary. See, Bruce wouldn't have known their lineup until we found out. Well, give it take 10-15 minutes before the public do. Shelby needs to get on the ball, create. If he feeds it out wide, because we'll look pretty strong out wide with that formation, and I think Sean will probably be a deep lying box to box potential midfielder. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Jamal Lewis, as expected, does come back in. He's probably relieved tonight that he sees Wembo, who I really, really rate highly, on the bench. He normally plays on the right-hand side. He cuts in with the left. So be interesting to see how Jamal gets on again. But defensively, Adam, he needs a performance defensively, doesn't he?
He does, and if he struggles tonight, then it's going to say a lot about him. It's going to say a lot about him. So it's probably the right game for him to come back in. It's a pressure game.
Was it a fluke? Dennis Bergkamp's turn on Dabby's ass.
No, it's one of the best goals in Premier League history. That
is it a fluke?
No, he knew what he was doing then. But yeah, Lewis, him and Yedlin need strong games. Yes, it's a weakened Brentford team, but it's like a cup final for them. They're going to come at us. It's not going to be an easy game for sure.
Well, their fans are furious with their lineup. They're absolutely raging on social media. Swan with an X in it says Ivan Toney's very hungry for goals, but he's on the bench. Dummett and Fernandez.
Yeah, our fitness isn't great. Let's not forget. The last 20 minutes of games, we're usually blowing out our arse. So if they're still in it and they bring Tony on, and the lad you mentioned before, Lee, sorry, isn't it? I forgot his name.
Wembo.
We could still be in trouble the last 20 minutes. That's why we need to get an early goal, kill the game. Because if they're still in the last 20 minutes and they've got Tony to come on, we're not the fittest team.
Yeah, Bergkamp's goal wasn't a fluke. Why are we talking about Dennis Bergkamp all of a sudden?
I know, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, someone just randomly said it. So Lewis, and then the two centre-backs, Clark. Clark has to play every game at the minute because of the situation with the centre-backs. And Isaac Hayden, we thought he will play at centre-back. Fernandez drops out completely from the lineup. So does Paul Dummett. I think that's just a case of resting them. That's all. I don't think Paul Dummett can play 2 games in 3 days at the minute. Fernandez obviously was substituted at half-time. So that makes sense. Hayden, if you asked me this probably 18 months ago, I'll probably be a bit worried him playing there, but every time he's played there, we've done all right. Hasn't been at fault. He's been assured. So, and then later on, if we need to attack, you can always take him out of centre-back and move him up without you needing to have him make a substitution. And then DeAndre Yedlin, are you surprised at that one, Adam?
I am, considering we're expecting to leave in the number of weeks. Game Mankillo, is he injured? He's not on the bench, is he? Can't say that he's not on the bench.
He might be one of the ones that we were speculating on the preview with COVID.
Yeah, Shaw as well is missing. So I think Yedlin, he's not a great defender. I think he'll give everything. I don't think he can fault his effort at times, but he's just not a great defender. I think he's a player who's gone back under Bruce. So yeah, but him or Kraft again, fans will argue it's 50-50 for me. Just Kraft, but not much.
Yeah, I think you had an alright game actually, Yedlin, on the weekend. I seem to be talking about Matty every video now. Adam, I mean, where is the lad?
I have no idea. No idea. There's nothing coming out about him. We spoke on previous shows about him going out on loan. That seems to be must be surely what's getting arranged now to not even be involved in the squad. Yeah, it's a bizarre one, really.
Question: are you allowed more subs for a Premier League game? I swear there was more the other day. Yes, the Premier League brought that in. You're allowed to make 3 subs, but you can name 9. If you're going to make 9, you may as well just have the whole squad on the bench.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference, really. Nine players. And look, you could also fill them with academy players if needs be as well. How are we going to play, Adam? You've seen the lineup now. We'll take a look at Brentford, but we know it's a weakened side. How are we setting up tonight? Are we going to surprise them, or do you think it's the same old lethargic, tiring, park the bus?
I think, well, first 20 minutes, we should have more possession. We should be a lot more comfortable on the ball, but I'm certainly not expecting free-flowing attacking football. I think it's going to be a tough game still. I'm probably only more confident because I've seen Brentford's lineup than I am actually seeing ours.
Really surprised at this.
Yeah, I expect it to be quite direct at times. Interested to see who plays behind Wilson, Fraser, or Almiron if they're going to rotate. But again,
Fraser played there one game, didn't he? When he played in that number 10.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a goal that game as well.
So you can alternate the two.
So yeah, it's difficult to predict us because you know what we're like. You know, if we're sitting here predicting, you know, as we will be on Saturday talking about the Man City game, we know exactly how that's going to go. But because this has got a bit of a different dimension to it, and Brentford aren't still a good team, but you know that they're a team we should be beating. You just don't know how Bruce is going to set up.
I just hope we attack because I'm sick. I'm a bit like you. I'm sick of watching you. I mean, you can and you can it. It's like one of them. It's the drug, isn't it? You don't want to take it, but you do. So it's just horrible to watch the football at the minute, and you just pray that we perform and it's against the Championship side. And I know Newport will look very average with a weakened side, but let's just hope that changes. Carl shall be with us in the next 10 minutes or so, roughly. So Carl, if you're watching, pop yourself on. Let's have a look at Brentford's side. Let me just get the right layout whilst I sort myself out. We'll take a look at Brentford's because we've mentioned them. We haven't really had a look at their lineup properly. So let's have a look then. So that's the tunes. Obviously, I'll switch that around for you. So here's Brentford. You look at the bench straight away, don't you, Adam? They've dropped the first choice goalkeeper. They've got Ivan Toney on the bench, and they've got Mbembo as well. Really surprising, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Toney's got 16 goals so far, and it's not just his goals; it's how he plays. He's come on so much since he left us. I know, you know, people argue, you know, did we let him go too soon? At the time, he wasn't good enough for us, and he wasn't. But since he's left, he's done what he should have done in his career, and he's progressed so well. And it's great to see for him. So I'm really glad he's not starting because I thought he could have caused us a lot of problems tonight. He still could come off the bench. But it just looks like any Brentford fans who are watching it, it just looks like your manager. I'm not sure who you've got next in the league, but he may be looking to prioritise a top 2 finish or certainly playoffs.
It's surprising because their fans are furious on the social media. And when you're in a quarter-final of a cup and you're dropping your star striker, you've also dropped your star winger plus your first-choice goalkeeper. I mean, if that was flipped the other way and that was the 2, and he put Gillespie and he drops Wilson and he puts, no,
you're right.
Atsu for Almiron, for example, we'll all be kicking off.
Yeah, but from our point of view, for me, it puts Bruce under even more pressure tonight because if he can't go and get a convincing win, or even a win, if we get knocked out tonight, can you imagine how is he meant to come back from this?
Nah.
And Stephen mentions that they've beaten 3 Premier League teams to get here as well, so I'm not sure what teams they put out in them games, but
Southampton, who we struggled massively against, West Brom were very indifferent, and Fulham, we couldn't beat a 10-man side, so Brentford have done it. No Ivan Toney, very surprising, says painted purple. Yeah, we're surprised at that. He'll be absolutely furious that he's not playing, but we're going to enjoy that. But then again, he is the threat that comes off. He scores goals for fun. And should we have kept him, Adam, or was he just hanging around the place too long?
No, I think we did let him go too soon, but he wasn't really getting a shot in the team. I think the loans we set him out on, I've mentioned before, weren't great. I can't think off the top of my head who we sent him to.
He went back out to Northampton, where we originally signed him. He went to Peterborough on loan, then they signed him permanently, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, it's arguably we could have been a bit more patient seeing Adam Armstrong. But the Championship is a lot different to Premier League. I'm glad he's doing well. He's left the club. He's gone to do well. Talks of 50 million are far too much. But yeah, he'll probably. I think Brentford will probably get promoted this season.
Johnny's just asked there, will we have more possession in this game?
You'd like to think so.
I'll go on the record and say no, because I think despite their change in personnel, I think the way they play will be very similar. I think it'll be similar to how Bielsa has his team set up. If one comes out and another one comes in, doesn't matter what the quality is, it's the same style of football. They love to attack and keep the ball short and passing. So I could see them dominant possession, unfortunately.
The press quite quick as well. They're on your first touch. That's why I don't think it's an attack and flary 4-2-3-1. I think it's going to be a very basic two lines of four with 1-1, because I think Bruce won't gamble too much, and he'll want to keep that midfield compact, especially to see how they start.
And then Sergio Canos is another player. He starts. He's one of their star players as well. The front three, me and Sam were talking about it, was Tony, Canos, and then Wembo. And only one of those three are starting. You've got to be delighted with that only one of those three are starting. So I'm absolutely buzzing that they have. But again, I agree with you, Adam, that they've got no excuses. I don't know tons about Brentford side. I don't watch Brentford week in, week out. So they're the three that I do know the most. Obviously, they've changed the first choice goalkeeper. That tells you something if they're rotating their goalkeeper, Adam.
It does, yeah. It does. Again, I don't know. I know they're playing well. They're in good form. I don't think they've been beaten about 2 months. And I've got no doubt they have. Yeah, I've got no doubt they've made these rotations in the Championship. It won't be the first time they've done it. I think Brentford fans may be disappointed because they've done it in such a high-profile game. But we watch us every week. We know how poor we can be. So yeah, despite the changes, we still need to be on. We need to be on our game. Like
we do. Is this the biggest game of the season?
Yes. 100%.
Why is it?
It's all we've really got to hold on to. Bruce's the Premier League the table looks okay performance-wise. We're all sick of it. People can't watch us anymore. It really is getting that bad where you can't watch the games because the football's that bad. Yes, we can argue, is Pardew better than Bruce? Is McLaren better than Bruce? The fact is Bruce is here now, and the football is some of the worst we've played in the last 20 years, and if for me personally, I love a cup run. We never get them, so it's just a shame we're not there tonight. But if we could get to a semi-final game and know that maybe by April or May, if things, COVID restricting, we could be at Wembley, even if it's just 10,000 of us. That's something to hold on to. Not a lot of us have had that in our lifetime. But if we get beat, then what have we got to look forward to? Man City, Liverpool, Leicester. Oh, you're just like, oh, fuck hell, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, Arsenal as well. Arsenal start winning games. I know they're in a shift vein of form, but they'll start winning games sooner rather than later, and they'll start climbing the table. But
we'll have a new manager by the time they play us.
I don't want them to have a new manager by the time they play us, because there's always that bounce on effect, isn't it? So I'm pleased we played West Brom when we did, and then obviously they sacked Bilic after getting a hell of a point. Kevin stroked on 70% possession tonight for Newcastle. Kevin, I would love to say that happened, but I cannot say that happening, unfortunately. I think it might be probably 60-40 the way to Brentford. So if City and Newcastle are in by 2, I'm getting 80 back from just a 5 hours. That must be a bet that he's on about. I've just seen Adam on Instagram. I've just seen Fabian Schär post something that is out with his missus. I don't know if that's misleading, but I'll just show you this. I'm just going to wait till I change that around. And I've just literally cottoned onto this.
Yeah, I mentioned Schär before. Yeah. I don't know what's up for him.
Ryan Duffy's just tweeted this in. Fabian Schär's out and about on his woman's Instagram. We could do with him being in Brentford. Never mind, eh?
I mean, we don't know if that's now. No doubt people start jumping to conclusions and slagging him off. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be from a couple of nights ago, but it looks like they're indoor in a house, so wouldn't read too much into that. That indicates for me that Fabian Schär's got COVID. I think he has it, or he's had COVID. Same with Manquillo, Lascelles, and ASM as well. I think that those four. Fernandez, obviously, Hayden we know about. There's 6, but those guys are playing. Just taking a look what everyone is saying on the hashtag NUFC over on Twitter. Daniel Fraser said strong lineup for Newcastle tonight. Bruce not letting haters say put a weak side out. I think that's what we're saying. I wonder if they'll give Bruce credit should they win. It'll be a cup semi-final after all. Watch us sit back against Brentford reserves. Yeah, that's what we touched upon, didn't we, Adam? With what Colin was saying there. We cannot.
Big game for Bruce.
Premier League club, this is from Adam Williams. Premier League club fielding the strongest side we can. Championship club fielding a weakened team, including dropping the top scorer. Only one way that has to be us. There has to be no excuses whatsoever from Newcastle. A bit of a crazy picture there. Howie, the fucking manager beyond me, COVID free late up your ass. Thomas Frank still believes they can win. If he cannot be taking this seriously, Adam, because their priority has to be promotion. They've just, like I said already, they're putting out a weakened side.
They have, but we're not known for breaking teams down. If Brentford want to keep it tight for 60, 70 minutes, if that's their game plan, they can defend well, 60 minutes, getting a 0-0, then bring Tony on, and when we're starting to flag and then hit us on an attack, I could see that. That's why we need to get a goal the first 20 minutes and then be able to control the game from there, because the longer it goes on and their bench comes on the pitch, the tighter we get. We could balls this up like but we should be professional. We should go out and do our job against championship opposition. No disrespect to them, and kill the game off hopefully in 60 minutes.
I totally agree. Carl is going to take over, everybody. I shall see you later on tonight. I'll be back for the last word live, and I'll be helping out behind the scenes, getting the videos out and shared and everything. But there's a quick video about YouTube membership, and then it's all over to Carl and Adam to take you through the match. See you later, everyone.
You're watching The Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
Here at Newcastle Fans TV have we got a treat for you. We have 3 membership programs ranging from bronze, silver and gold. The higher you go, the more access you get to behind the scenes videos and also videos across the internet which are trending. We also offer first exclusive look at all of our videos. There is posts. There is also exclusive to what we're up to and what we have planned in the coming days, so you find out before everybody else. There is also behind the scenes footage, which you can see here. Sam setting up, ready to interview Warren Barton and Craig Moore, making sure that his mic is set up and he has the 2 screens set up. And this is just some of the stuff that we do. There is so much more and plans coming to develop the membership behind the scenes. So thank you for our current members who've been there since the start. And this one about me is just thanking all the members supporting the channel during the COVID-19, what happened in the summer. Come over and have a look. Come and join.
Welcome back to The Black and White Show with Newcastle Fans TV.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is well. I hope you've all had a fantastic day and are looking forward to, I don't know what sort of a performance we can expect tonight. I caught what Lee and Adam were talking about, and I agree with regards to Brentford coming out and probably being very similar to Leeds. So we could be in for a very, very frustrating evening yet again. Thoughts on Dubravka being back in training? Yeah, happy with that, mate. It's always good to see people coming back into the fold. That being said, Cole Darlow has been fantastic. He's made minimal mistakes. So, don't want him being chucked out of the squad per se, but I could appreciate why people would want him being dropped for Dubravka. Luke, very well, thank you, mate. Hope you're well too. Adam, how are we?
Carl, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just
I thought the advert would be longer. I thought it'd be Lee and Sam talking about selling curtains, and it goes on a while, but it wasn't.
I know, mate. I know. The lineup. Let me just get that in front of me. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell yet.
Carl Darlow in goal. John Deere Yedlin starts right back, which I was surprised at. He's got Kieran Clark and Hayden centre halves. Jamal Lewis comes in at left back. On the right of midfield, it looks like it's Jacob Murphy. On the left, it looks like it's Almiron with Longstaff and Shelby in the middle, and then Fraser possibly sitting behind Wilson, who's up front. We don't know about the shape yet. It could be 4-4-1-1 or 4-2-3-1. We'll let you know as soon as we kick off.
Definitely.
It's a strong team.
Yeah, it did. I will say it does look like, we are going to go for it, which is great. Alex, evening, mate. Hope you're well. What are your thoughts on the Dele Alli possibly coming to the side on loan? If he was going to come on loan, I'm open to it, absolutely. He's a shadow of the player that he once was, but he's certainly better than some of the players we've got here, absolutely. What about you, Adam?
Yeah, I've seen that a few times. I can't see why he'd want to come here. I think his heart's very much in London, down south, so I'd be surprised if he came up here. Would I have him in the team? Absolutely, if you've got the right person to motivate him. He's obviously fallen out with Jose Mourinho at Tottenham, which Jose does everywhere he goes. He falls out with some big star. But I think wherever Dele Alli goes, he'll do well because he can be a great player.
Absolutely. Geordie Sancaster, evening, mate. Good to see you in. 3-0 win tonight, but it could be a hard watch. I'd like to be as optimistic as you. I can't see us getting 3 goals. Or rather, I can't see us keeping a clean sheet, actually, that being said. But it's positive that Ivan Toney's not starting, to be fair.
Very, very much so.
Predictions, I'm going to go 1-0. I reckon it'll be 2-1. Jonathan, Jonathan, I don't know why I'm calling you Jonathan. I know that's your name, but I don't refer to you as that. 2-1 for me, mate. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game, though. What about you? What was your prediction, Adam?
Before I'd seen the lineups, I went a 1-1 draw with us hopefully squeezing through on penalties. Now I've seen the lineups. I'll go 3-1 us. I agree with Geordie. I think we could get some goals today, but I also agree. I think we will concede. So 3-1.
Perfect. I'm a big fan of you. I think 2-1 Newcastle. Appreciate that, mate. Legend. Yeah, that's the result I'm looking at. I think that's realistic. But like Adam and Geordie have said, we've got goals in us. I just don't think we'll get a clean sheet. Go with a 2-0 win. See, we're always positive in here, which is brilliant. We just get brought back down to earth at about 60 minutes in.
60?
Yeah,
more like 6.
A brace from Wilson. Nice. ESPN2, fair enough. Where's Brandon just gone? Brandon was here. He's just dipped out.
No, he's probably climbing up some hills somewhere or
yeah, he's away, isn't he?
snow. I don't know.
Where is it? I'm just going to bring Brandon in. Yeah, we've got a video to put out soon, and I can't wait to actually see his part of it because it looks hilarious. Brandon, how are we, mate?
Not bad. Just came back home finally.
You look a little warmer.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Whereabouts are you at the moment, Brandon?
I'm now in Prešov, Slovakia. But I was in Poprad. It's like the mountains of Slovakia. So yeah, it was good. Good trip.
You had an interesting day.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm actually positive, maybe because of today. About today.
Okay.
Oh, we should have to beat Brentford easily, right?
We should be, on the face of it, we should be looking to beat teams like this, mate. But you know what we're like; it can easily go the other way.
Yeah, but it's always like this, like we talking Newcastle down, and probably in the end it's going to be easy way now.
I hope you're right, mate.
And then Bruce can say again, like, look at me, blah blah, that bullshit,
Absolutely. 4-1 win, like that. Geordie, Carl, this season's worst football ever, even more than Gordon. Lee, I know way before your time, lads. I'm guessing that must have been very, very bad then, mate. Very bad.
He sold Supermac. He was never forgiven for selling Supermac, Gordon Lee.
Must have been a very, very bad season. Or few years,
I was confident. Now Sky Sports have got all our stats up, and I just want to turn it off because it just makes you.
It really does. It really does.
Have you
Do
days been like?
you agree this is the last one for Bruce? If he loses this, that should be him done.
I mean, like, I think we still know that's not going to happen, but it should be. Yeah, 100%. Because I think I agree with Lee. Like, it leaves us. We don't have anything to play for the rest of the season. Then, really, do we? Because realistically, as bad as we are, the West Brom have been they were awful again against Aston Villa, and I think they're going to be spot on going down. I think, yeah, we've got nothing left to play for. I think you're right, Adam. We're probably going to get smashed by Arsenal in the FA Cup, and I just can't see us having anything to play for. So this is be all and end all for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some tough teams in it as well.
Yeah,
it's probably the only thing we can play for.
Definitely. Ivan Toney on the bench looks good for us to start. 100%, mate. I definitely don't want him starting against us. I support Man United.
Do you have the lineups actually for me? Because I've missed it totally. I just came home, so I jumped right on.
Adam knows what it is, mate. I'll just check if we've got anything on here to bring it up. I don't think we have.
So Brandon, he's got. I'm not sure the formation, but he's got Darlow in goal, Yedlin's right back, Clark and Hayden at the back, Lewis left back. On the right, Almiron. On the right, Murphy. On the left, Almiron. Shelby and Longstaff in the middle. Then Fraser, I think, sitting just behind Wilson. Although it could be Almiron sitting behind Wilson, but it's the strongest team he could have put out, really.
And I suggest it's Sean Longstaff and not Matty, right?
Matty's gone. I don't know where he's at. He's still not on the bench. He's got Dwight Gale on the bench, Andy Carroll, Joelinton. Kraft, so it's all this confidence is worrying me.
Well, it should be enough to destroy Brentford, though. You would say?
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not with this manager.
Well, he has no reason to play defensively at this moment.
No,
in my opinion, it's all gone south now. In my opinion.
I agree 100%, mate. 100%. Greetings, Maxi, all the way from Argentina. Appreciate that. Tony is definitely going to come off the bench. Yeah, one thing I would do is get your money on Tony bagging a goal tonight. 100%.
Tony's not playing.
He's not starting.
No, he's on the bench. I mentioned it to Lee in the pre-match there. Well, what Brentford's tactics could be is to keep it tight for 60 minutes. Defend as best they can. They know we're not great at breaking teams down. And then hope 60 minutes is still 0-0 or maybe it's 1-1 and then bring Tony on. And our fitness has been shocking the last few games. So, Tony's coming on with 20 minutes to go and they're still in the game. I'd be worried.
100%. M2G, I'm guessing you're an Arsenal fan, mate. Yeah, I know you're doing bad, but at some point it's got to turn around, surely, with the players you've got. Adam made a good point. There's a lot of players that don't want to play for Arsenal. They're not Arsenal players. Do you know what I mean? But you still got better quality than us.
I think Arsenal have a new manager by the time FA Cup comes around. I don't think Arteta's going to be there much longer.
Yeah.
Who would they have to go for then?
I don't know.
Do they have a better option as Arteta, though? I don't know.
Steve Bruce.
Apart from ASM and Gale, it's our most attacking side. Yeah, arguably is, mate. Definitely. Canos could be a handful. Yeah, good player, very good player.
It's a weird story though that came up though from Jamal Lascelles and ASM. Not sure what's any truth is in there though. But
I don't know what to believe anymore, mate. I really don't.
Also, because of the ASM's live stream was so confusing, I guess.
Yeah. The thing is, ASM, he's never going to come out and do a live stream, be asked about Steve Bruce, and then criticise him. He's never ever going to do that. He's always going to toe the line and say, "Yes, I support." Every player would do that. So people reading into that, we don't know. We don't know what's happening because the club don't talk to us. So.
But with the backstory that just came out, it's just so confusing that he comes live and says the total opposite as well. Like
there's just nothing ever simple. There's nothing ever simple with this club. As soon as a player's missing, it's a fallout with the manager. Or he's got the worst strain of COVID. There's always something. There's not just ever simple.
No, absolutely. It's what I caught on the end of this stuff with Fabian Schär. Surely that's not tonight. Surely not.
Well, again, like Newcastle fans on Twitter, it's all been retweeted now. It could be any time. It could have been last year.
Yeah,
we don't know. That's one of the things.
I was going to say, like, from the photo as well, he hasn't even got that hairstyle at the moment, has he? Hasn't he still got his ponytail?
It was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah. But madness.
Sky Sports are setting us up a 4-4-2 with Almiron playing on as the number 10. So we'll see.
Well, I am positive. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we have 18% possession at the same time.
Straight to penalties as well. I think this might be the first watch-along live penalty shootout, Carl.
Mate, to be honest, I think I'd rather take that right now.
If we really have like 40% possession by the end of the first half, I turn it off. Seriously.
Have you got a stream up, mate, Brandon?
No, nothing yet. I'm gonna, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna walk to the brother of my girlfriend's room, see if he has any channels, because he has some sort of sport package. So I'm gonna see if he has it, if it's on. Otherwise, I have to leave you guys and watch the game. It's probably started already, right?
Just kicked off, mate. Just.
Let me check real quick. I'm gonna leave you guys real quickly. If I can have a stream up.
Yeah, no worries.
Then I can use my phone. Otherwise, you guys won't see me until end of first half.
No worries, mate. Hello from America, boys. I take it you don't like Steve Bruce. Me neither. No, Abraxas, we hate him. We hate him. Not as a person, just as a manager at Newcastle. Raga, good to have you in, mate. Team going full strength, lads. Yeah, we pretty much are, Robbie. Obviously, bar Maximan and Gale, pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty attacking. Smash the like button. Yes, please do. Please do. Come on, lads, be positive. 100%. We are.
Yeah, like me and Carl have been doing these a couple of months now. Massive thank you to everyone who keeps tuning in and joining in. Our views go up every week. Last week it was brilliant to see how many people were tuning in. So it's really appreciated. Like,
yeah, massively, it really is. I agree.
Was that foul?
Longstaff again. Yeah.
I mean, it was Longstaff for Hendricks, so people can pick or choose from that.
Yeah.
I know I'd rather see Longstaff as shite as he's been.
Oh, definitely, 100%. I don't think many people would disagree with you on that, mate.
I thought Longstaff had been all right up until the Fulham game. I thought he was dreadful against Fulham.
He looked like he was making some headway on getting back to where he was, didn't he?
Yeah. Come on. Pitch looks pitch is waterlogged to fuck, really. Like, and the bits in the middle looks really heavy.
To be fair, that might not be a bad thing for us. It might slow them down a little bit.
New stadium this for them, isn't it, as well? This was meant to be their first year here.
Yes.
Was it Griffin Park? Is that where they used to play?
I can't remember what it was called, mate, to be honest.
Proper old-fashioned stadium.
Here we go. Dan the Toon fan, thanks for dropping in, mate. One of our YouTube members, legend. Z-Muller,
First shot of the game to Brentford. Not far off.
Come on, I need better support Liverpool, but come on, the Newcastle fans. Yeah, we'll try and do what we can for you, mate. Robbie, I'm a Leeds fan, guys, and I'm still crying. Mate, don't worry about it. Just think about the week before. That might make you feel a little bit better.
To be fair with Leeds, like when you attack like you do, there's going to be the odd game like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Griffin Park, mate.
What it was. Almiron going down too soft there, picking the ball up, and then gives a handball away. It's got to be stronger. And there's another foul given away. Was that Almiron again?
I missed that. I was torn last week. I'm a Leeds fan as well, but I've always loved Newcastle. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, I'm sure you were very, very happy the other week. But yeah, I suppose you're in a no-lose situation with that, aren't you? Leeds weren't in the Premier League for so long, it wasn't an issue. Yeah, 100%. It is good to have Leeds back in the Premier League. Used to be Griffin Park, now it's Brentford Community Stadium. Is Rico Henry injured? Have no idea, mate. Mate, we battered Leeds. Yeah, Man United did. So we've got a Man U fan and a Leeds fan in here. Keep it clean. You sorted, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm sorted.
Cool.
I can use this computer, so I got some legal stream on.
Massive game for Longstaff, so maybe build his confidence after a few poor displays. Yeah, I personally think he needs protecting a little bit, mate. I don't think he's back to full fitness. I really don't. I think Longstaff probably thinks he is, but realistically, he's not. Are you going to show the match? No, we can't do that, Santiago, unfortunately. We will be banned from YouTube if we do that.
Forever.
Yeah. Well, look, both teams to survive and prosper.
Oh,
absolutely.
Should be 1-0 Brentford, really.
Sounds familiar, isn't it? Santiago and Newcastle United.
2 Man U fans. Leeds got backed. Abraxas, we batter you. No, you
really
cannot
good chance for Brentford there. Really good chance for Brentford. Header from a corner. He should hit the target, really. He's just put it over the bar, but that should be 1-0 Brentford, really. Brentford have started a better team.
Was that Oh, okay, yeah, just in that, yeah.
You guys are probably way ahead of me, though.
What minute are you on, Brandon?
4:40.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, a minute ahead than me. I'm 5:40 now.
Same.
Yeah, I will have to deal again with you guys cheering again, and I have no clue what's going on.
Away the lads. We're so bad. Sam, you know yourself that just isn't true right now. Not confident at all. Brentford have been fantastic for a few seasons in the Championship. They have Callum, very attacking side.
I think they'll be up this year.
I think, did Lee say that, or was it yourself? Someone, I saw somewhere that they'd scored 20 goals from open play or something like that to add 9 or something.
Unbeaten in 2 months. Good footballing team. Play from the back. Press when they don't have the ball. Everything we want to be, really. But...
Yeah, absolutely. Sam, you think you're going to win the league? Man United, you think you're going to come back and win the league? It's a big ask.
It's fucking Solskjaer out last week, man.
Yeah, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. It helps us massively to push the numbers up and improve our content. Obviously, as Adam said earlier, everyone that's been here week in, week out, absolute legends. Everyone dropping in today, legends. Thoughts on Miguel Almiron? Huge fans of him. Just think he's been played out of position. I think we were really frustrated with him the other week against Leeds, where he's not running back for the shirt, and whether that's got something to do with him and Steve Bruce and not being played in the position he wants to. It's frustrating, but he's a lot better than what he's been.
Mismanaged.
Yeah.
Although we can easily say it's not what we expected from Almiron when he came over from Atlanta, right?
What, in terms you expected a bit more?
Different level of football for me.
Did you expect more, Brandon?
We had higher hopes, I guess. I did.
Maybe. It took him a while to get into his rhythm in terms of scoring goals and stuff, but I'm not unhappy with how he's been. Bayern Munich.
His work rate is fantastic, though.
Yeah, it is. We could do it if, like City, keep drawing out disappointing results. True, but then Liverpool are pulling out massive results now. Firmino's back on fire. Bruce is a Man United hero. You can have him back, Sam, by all means.
Yeah, when Solskjaer gets sacked in a couple of weeks, you can have him back.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Man U are improving, but I still think they're just going to be too inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's my issue with Man U. They've got a great result, but Leeds leave themselves very wide open, and rightly so at times because the attack. But Man U, they'll probably get beat next week, and then a couple of games, and then they'll want Solskjaer out. So I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. You're better than us, but fucking everyone else.
Who else is still in the cup? Let me just double check, because I don't want to give you the wrong teams.
Stoke. It's Arsenal, Man City after us. Stoke are playing Tottenham, I think, or Stoke.
Yeah.
Stoke and someone.
Assuming he's talking about the Carabao Cup, right?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
It's the strongest top 8 in years.
Yeah, I was going to say, other than Stoke, in terms, it's a really tough one. So it's Arsenal, Man City, Stoke, Tottenham, and Everton and Man United. That's who's left. So it's going to be tough.
The thing is,
really tough.
If we win this, we need to get really lucky with our draws.
The semi-final as well is usually 2 legs, but now it's not. It's just one leg, and it's whoever gets drawn at home. So I was hoping it'd be at Wembley or something, like the FA Cup do, like neutral semi-finals.
Yeah.
But apparently not.
Bayern Munich, the best team in the world. Bold statement. I'd call them scum if we drop to League One again. Our position doesn't change how I feel about them. United and Leeds fans going at it in the chat. You love to see it. Is the title race already over? No, I don't think it's over personally. Myself and Adam picked Tottenham to be up there, and I think they still will be. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool are doing well again, but I think the Spurs can still be in the title race.
I think Everton can be a good underdog, though.
Who's that, Brandon?
I think Everton will be a good underdog, like the Leicester from 2-3 years ago.
To be fair, Leicester are pulling up trees again, though, aren't they?
Right. Well, I fancy Everton though.
Yeah.
This year. A good side.
Sam's adamant that Man United are involved. Fair play, mate. You might be.
I mean, to be fair, the table doesn't lie. The second under. Are Man U second at the minute?
Let me double check.
Yeah. Go on, Wilson. Go on, Callum. Go on. Oh, go on. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, so I don't need to get my hopes up.
In Europa League. Yeah. We're going to win the cup. If Bayern would have played in the Premier League, Bayern would have won it all the time. Definitely not the case. Best of the best word. Appreciate your optimism, but you're wrong. No offence. Newcastle winning the league this season, then Champions League. If only. If only. Perhaps we
People start taking the piss out of us.
Pardon?
People start taking the piss out of us.
Yeah, let them. It's fine.
Did you see that chance? Callum Wilson could have done a bit better with the first one.
Yeah. I'm not mad.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm happy to bring those comments up. I'm not going to get involved. I'll just play the puppet master.
What the fuck are these people, man? Where are they coming from all of a sudden?
We got, I don't know. It happens. You get lots of people from different clubs getting involved. It's not a bad thing.
More than welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got rid of it.
Yeah. Abby, you can't put muting them.
Is Jordy Sinclair still around?
Yeah, he's in, mate. He's in, yeah.
I know he's one of our regulars, right?
Yes.
Or yours regulars, sorry.
Ours, mate. Ours, yeah. Yeah,
we need some more Newcastle fans in here.
I know, it doesn't seem like we're getting out chat by the other fans. There he is. Brandon was just checking your ear, Jordy. He was missing you. Oh, what do you make of it so far? First 14 minutes.
Yeah, Brentford have had a good chance. We've had a good chance. As I say, it's certainly not going to be comfortable. Us controlling the game, attacking. It's not that. Bruce isn't that manager, and we're not that team. Brentford should have scored that corner, and Wilson could have done a bit better with his little chance there. Yeah, Brentford have got everyone behind the ball when we have possession, so it's going to be a long 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just funny though. How does a Bayern Munich fan comes to our stream?
No idea. No idea.
Just wondering about that. Maybe he can ask that answer though, instead of keep saying Bayern Munich is the best team.
Fucking turned a new one there. If they score from this long stuff, man, fuck me. Free header here. Oh. Long stuff there. He's trying to be too clever. He needs to go back to doing the basics. Long stuff.
Here's Jody.
Yeah, he does.
He's trying to rush in. He's trying to beat a man to the ball, and he's just miles off it. Like,
if I win this £80 bet, I'll donate a fiver to that scum called Jesus Christ.
Scum called what? What was it?
I don't know if you know Brandon, but Man U and Leeds fans really don't like each other.
Get slamming Bilic. We'd have Bilic in. We would. I think we'd take
Well,
Bilic.
we kind of have a problem, or I don't know, problem, but we are not the best with Leeds as well, right?
No, but Man U and Leeds really hate each other.
Alan Shearer wouldn't be able to take over at Newcastle, mate. Him and Mike Ashley do not see eye to eye. I think you might be in time with myself and Adam, mate. Or the YouTube stream will be slightly behind, rather.
Yeah.
Now, put the handbags away.
Are we like the middleman between Leeds fans and United?
I feel like we're refereeing.
We're like that chatting platform, that neutral zone.
Bloody hell! 3 minutes behind. Are you watching it on a stream, Alex?
Just the Leeds and Man U fans that are watching out there, then, as it is Newcastle fans TV. Let us know what you think of Newcastle and how we've been when we've played you. About Steve Bruce, about how he's, if Bielsa got sacked or Solskjaer, why wouldn't you want Bruce in charge if he's doing such a great job? Not winding us up. Just it is a Newcastle channel. Get your thoughts in on us as well. Be much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about Andy might be joining West Brom in January? What, Andy Carroll?
There's rumours, yeah, but I mean, I think every time Sam Allardyce takes over a team, the lankiest person in the Premier League gets linked to them.
I mean,
it will be a tough decision though by West Brom though.
Yeah,
he doesn't score goals. He brings off.
I was just going to say, yeah, but he's not going to change anything at West Brom. We love Andy Carroll because he's from the northeast, but he's a bit part player for us at the moment, if that. And like Adam's just said, he's not a goal scorer anymore.
And you'll see tonight he scores the winner.
Yeah, probably.
What's goes down like this.
It was the same with Hendrick, wasn't it, the other week? So
we said no way he will score, and what he does last week.
Yeah, Rogger, that's something we were speaking about earlier, mate. Someone asked a question. It seems to be doing the mill quite frequently, to be fair, and I don't know, like.
Do you like seeing goals?
If there's any truth in it, I'll take him on loan, definitely. But like Adam said, I can't see it. You just can't see it being the case.
He's a bit of a cunt, isn't he?
Well, yeah. To put it bluntly, mate. Yeah.
I just don't like him as a person.
No, that's fair enough. Please say what? I don't understand what you mean, mate. Sorry. That's great. You paid for it. We have championship players and we're doing just fine. Unfortunately, mate. Yeah, it is what it is, Alex. Bayern versus Newcastle, I would like it. Oh, don't get me wrong. Best of the best. I don't think that Newcastle would beat Bayern Munich. Absolutely not. I just don't think you'd walk the Premier League. Newcastle are a team with potential. A better manager could get the best out of the players you have, and you could maybe challenge 15 to 17.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Fair enough, Aka.
When you read it, you fell for it.
Yeah. Abra, we get the points and you don't. No, he's just having banner. He's a good lad. We will survive. That's all that matters for us. Say that again, Brandon.
Was a good one. I love when you read it out. I was like, oh, he's gonna say something nice, really. Finally. And then you got this.
Oh dear.
Fucking hell, Almir. I still think that Wilson's too isolated up top. Too isolated.
Is there any reason that you didn't start Joe Linton? Is there anything wrong with him, or is it just?
No, it's just shit.
Dele Alli too lazy. I think Marino. Say that again, Brandon.
Fraser did pretty good last couple of games when he started.
Yeah,
he looked
I
lively.
think he's just resting. I think he's just resting Joe Linton to unleash him on City. Really.
Fucking hell. I would like a friendly, bro. You'd put like 15 past us, I think.
Tickle as well.
Europa League will kill the 2% chance you had at winning the title. Just wait until you guys crumble like you did in the Champions League. Yeah, manager is a big problem. Absolutely.
I'd love to see, like with Bruce, all these pundits who love him. If go on. A chance here. We've got bodies forward here. Bodies forward. Go on. Oh, just missed Wilson.
Joe Linton better with Wilson than Miggy. Yeah, I liked what Joe Linton's done with Wilson. Obviously, he didn't have a very good last game.
I thought that said Joe Linton was better than Wilson. There, I was about to turn it off.
No. One loss and it's back to Ali out. Probably. It's Ashley who's holding back Newcastle. He's a so-called fan that takes so much money out of your club. Oh, don't get us wrong, John. We know there's an issue with him, but Steve Bruce is the man in charge at the end of the day with regards to the players.
Just have a feeling it's going to be an interesting chat tonight. Stream, so to say.
I think, yeah, it's not going to be Newcastle dominated, I don't think. It's okay being the third biggest club in Manchester. Even Geordie's getting involved now.
Salford will be up there soon.
Yeah. I'm surprised Wilson didn't get on the end of it, to be fair.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? Really close.
This pitch looks awful. It does, doesn't it, Stephen? Really, really bad, mate. I would take a lower league manager as long as he plays an attacking brand. I'm all for trying anything at all.
I wouldn't mind if we, I would, but it's not about attacking. It's about how you manage the game, and we don't manage games.
No.
It's like we're not defensively sound, are we? We sit and defend most games. It's not like we're excellent at the back.
No.
Myself, I started supporting Newcastle yesterday.
Brandon's been a fan for, was it 5-6 years, mate, or longer?
No, 5, I would say.
5. Myself is 25, 26, 25, 26 years, something like that. I think Adam's similar.
Brentford should be 1-0.
How many years ago?
I'm 30. I've just turned 31, mate. So I've always been like, my dad made me. When I was born, my dad, he was like Newcastle fan. But like from what I can actually remember, 25 years.
Right. Yeah. Well, you can tell your dad is a Newcastle fan for sure.
I was born in '89. My dad made me grow up watching Newcastle. I got a season ticket in 2004. So all I've known is Graham Souness, and then after that.
Yeah. Myself, I still live in the Midlands, so I was only lucky enough to get my season ticket last year or the season before. I can't remember when it was now, but everyone started boycotting, so I decided to get a season ticket. Yeah, and then I do a weekly 500-mile round trip every other week. and I wouldn't change it for the world. Even though we are shit, we are shit.
Carl, is your Final Fantasy coming on the stream again once?
Yeah, I'll get him on definitely at some point, mate. 100%.
Get him on
I
when
can play
Steve Bruce is
Brandon from
stuck.
fucking Durham, mate.
Say that again, Ada.
I've got to get a 10-minute train from Durham, and I'm fucking twisting on about that every week or something.
I enjoy it though. I know, I do enjoy it. Like it's rare that we stop over now.
Yeah.
But you know, like, yeah, we didn't miss many. Well, I don't think we missed any away games last year.
Do you go with your dad, like?
Me and my brother. So my dad
Oh, your
will
brother.
come when he can. But me and my brother have got season tickets together. But it was like we got the free half season tickets. So my dad came then, and one of our pals who's a Liverpool fan come as well.
How long does it take you to come from your home to St. James's?
3.5 hours.
By train?
Car, mate. I drive.
Only
because the train prices just went up to like 180 quid a return. I think it is like that, something like that.
It's a whole season ticket almost extra when you count it up in the end.
It's ridiculous.
Maybe double.
Tell you what, Brentford are the better team, eh? They look more dangerous than us. They've just had another decent chance there. Lewis absolutely shit. No strength, just lets a player straight past him. Darlow tips it over. They've hit the bar. They've had a header. There's a Brentford goal coming here unless we pull our figure out.
It's quite embarrassing, though.
Hoss, is it all right if I have a
It's
little
not embarrassing. It's expected.
100%, mate. You are more than welcome to do that, and we wouldn't blame you because it's been shit. Let's keep the. Where are we? Is this the first game of the season we've had over 50% possession? Yeah.
Free header there. Free header. How has he missed that? There's two free headers there. That, I tell you what, that is when you know the players aren't playing. There's a free header at the back post and a free header in the 6-yard box. How he's missed that? We are abysmal. Abysmal. I'm going to get a fucking beer. Fucking shite.
As a Leeds fan, I know how influential a manager is to a team. Bruce is not an inspiration. Joe Linton has invented his own position, the non-scoring centre forward. But no, you're absolutely right. Like, you know, if we had any other manager, things would be different. We even if we're still losing games, we want to do it trying to go out and get a result rather than just sitting back. Mike is a Spud fan, never been a mag in his life. Lewis waiting for the ball again. I don't want to get on Jamal Lewis's back, but
we can't
help it. I don't know, mate. Just because from the start, I wasn't happy with how he'd performed, and got a bit of stick for it. And then people are starting to see the same thing, which is fine. But like, I just don't want to be. I want him to do well.
But I also do want Steve Bruce to do well. So
yeah, no, Matt, don't get me wrong. I want Steve Bruce to do well. Just don't believe that it's going to happen.
No, but I mean, if they play shite, why not get on his back, so to say? Like, if they deserve criticism, they need to get criticized.
No, you're right. I'm probably just being a bit of a pussy.
I'm not going to get on your back, don't.
Mark Goldbridge.
Come on, have a shot. Have a shot.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad appointment at all. Adam, you watched the Joe Linton video on how not to score goals.
I don't know how we missed it. I don't know if he must have been the centre half, because it's not so much how we missed it. How can a team get two free headers in that position? It's fucking shocking how we set up. I'd love to know what they do in training.
What do you, Aka? What do you expect us to do that's similar to Mark Goldbridge? What in terms of the setup that we have?
Go on.
Brentford have been playing elite football for 3 seasons. They're unlucky not to go up. This is not a surprise. No, 100%. 100%.
I'm not surprised that they have no chances. I'm just shocked at our defending, and it's like give it to Shelby and hope Shelby can hit it long. Like there, Shelby got the ball again, and it's just a long ball over the top.
City and Liverpool will hammer us, and hopefully it's the end of Mrs. Doubtfire. I see it. I see the resemblance. I was going to say I wish I could see the game, but it sounds like maybe not. No, definitely. You don't want to watch this shit today, mate.
Same shit. I've got a worry with Bruce. It's going to be too late again. It stinks of the McLaren year. He thinks Ashley thinks he's going to keep us up, and then it's going to get 7 or 8 games before the end of the season. Because Burnley are picking points up now. Fulham looked a better team than us. West Brom have got that big fucking heated thing in. It could just go drastically wrong now.
Didn't realise Murphy was playing. Nor did I, to be honest. Joe Linton is
I think
better
we need
than
to be happy that we're at least halfway of the points that we want to have, right? Somehow.
Oh, no, just really high pitch rage. Yeah, we'll do that at some point. Definitely. Definitely. I think it'll be Adam first, but yeah, we'll get into that, mate. Don't worry. It will come. I mean, that's all he's going to be remembered. That's going to be the main highlight of Steve Bruce, isn't it? That response to a question is going to be his highlight at Newcastle United.
Yeah, I got some stick for that, for that photo I posted.
Yeah.
From House of Baby to say.
People just like to be petty, mate. I wouldn't worry.
It was that last from, was it Gallagher shot?
It's not copyrighted, that's the thing. So it's
no,
you always run the risk of being copyrighted.
And it didn't even got it from them. I just got it from Google. So if it was really his,
loads of our stuff gets shared on Facebook off of it.
Yeah, but we don't care. It's like free promotion, isn't it?
Why did someone? What happened? I didn't see it.
Oh, like
just Brandon put someone on. Brandon put the Newcastle fans TV badge on a post that said "How's the bacon?" Did you see it? But it was designed by another lad, and he picked up on it when we put it out, which is fair enough. But Brandon,
but that's not really doesn't. Let me tell you, that's not even how it went. I went to Google and because we had a win. I don't even remember who it was.
So let me ask what's happening here. Are you going to war with Gallagher shots? Is that what's happening?
I don't know, man. They can if they want.
I'm
I can't ask about them.
I'm kidding. We're not. Our channel doesn't do that. Not at all. But yeah.
Fair play to them. They have a nice show as well, but I don't know why they get so butthurt sometimes.
Fucking hell! Here we go. It started. Adam's like, "No, I'm not getting involved."
No, but what it was like, I just wanted to prove the other fans wrong. I just put like a photo of like how's the bacon did you say, and I just literally typed in Google search how's the bacon did you say, and it was just literally that photo. No copyright thing ever. So I just took it to my phone, put the Newcastle logo on. It was nothing of them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he comes up with it's his, but otherwise put something in there. I don't know.
It is what it is, mate. It happens. We're all in social media together. These things happen all the time.
Right.
Best centre-back partnership. At Newcastle, I think Kieran Clark and possibly Fernandes on his day.
What a game that was, though. Oxford United.
Say that again, Brandon. I missed that, mate.
I say, what a game that was against Oxford United.
Oh, yeah.
What got us here?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Newport won it.
Was it Newport?
Oxford was last year.
Last year, mate, yeah.
Was it last year? Oh.
Brought the wrong fullback. Should have been Aaron. A lot of people have spoken about Max Aarons. To be fair, Mark, he would have been a very good signing. Shelby goes to a defensive position to get the ball constantly. Either our centre half can't pass into midfield, or Shelby's taking the piss and avoiding having to create space. I'm sick of it. I don't blame you at all, Vendetta. I understand where you're coming from. Lewis is the worst left back this club has ever had. I mean, he's been bad, but that's a bold statement.
Did you ever watch Bobby Arrow play? Bobby Arrow was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had some terrible defenders. Hope his highlight is winning this cup, but wouldn't mind him getting the sack. Agreed.
The amount of times we're letting their keepers passing from the back, God, like all the time, and we just there's no intensity in us closing them down.
No. Can we talk about Arteta ball really feel for the Arsenal fans? You don't though, do you, Aki? You just want to rub it in, and that's fine. I've got no issue with that at all because they've been crap. If I start bashing them, we'll get beat badly by them. So,
where did it go wrong with Arsenal though?
Say that again, Brandon.
Where did it go wrong with Arsenal though? Crazy.
I don't know. Like I think Adam said, there's a lot of players there that just don't want to play for the club.
They've got players on big contract. Like instead of signing a new player, they decide to give Aubameyang like a bumper deal when they shouldn't have done that. Really, they should have went out and bought more sensible. They got they bought in Willian from Chelsea, who's not good enough. He's a good player, but he's not. He doesn't set the world light. That's why Chelsea got rid of him. The same as David Luiz.
Yeah.
Every time David Luiz plays, you're going to concede a goal. They've got players like that. I'm not an expert on Arsenal by any means. They've got their own channel, which is well known.
But I mean, it's crazy where they are at now. If you look to their team and our team, you would probably pick most of them over ours.
Go on, you're in. Go on. Oh, what a save!
Always all green screen and graphics, like watching United only a soccer Saturday, whereas with the current setup, yeah, we appreciate that, mate. Honestly, the lads know I've got the equipment to do all of that sort of stuff that Goldbridge does, and that sort of stuff. But it's not for me personally. We want to go for the chilled out approach. Yeah.
One of Shelby's balls comes off, great ball over the top, Fraser, great control on the chest, straight at the keeper, but. God,
I'm about to see it now, I guess.
Heard rumours that Newcastle could be going in for Ben Davies. I haven't heard that personally, mate, but I have not been in and around the Newcastle that much over the past week, I'll be completely honest. But if that was true, it wouldn't be a bad sign.
Where did we have to go this week?
I still think Ben Davies did cost about 15-20 million.
Yeah, it wouldn't come cheap. Just spending, just seeing people that I haven't been able to see where possible, mate. Sticking by coronavirus guidelines, I must say. Just saying. We're only in tier 2, so I'm all right.
Tier 2, is it?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Well, your pub's still open?
No. Yes, sorry, mate. We've got you have to obviously buy food and stuff, but because I'm literally just on the outskirts of Birmingham, so where I am is tier 2, and literally, if I turn right from where I live and drive 5 minutes down the road, it's tier 3. If I turn left, it's tier 2. It's fucking ridiculous.
Doesn't make any sense, man.
No,
this whole corona thing doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But that's my opinion.
Hope we actually push for the Carabao Cup. 65 years without any 100%. We really, really want to. This is a really good chance for us to do something this season. What about the detective novels? I don't understand our tactics. I've never understood that. I don't think Steve Bruce understands the tactics, Pochettino. If you could make a Newcastle side from any year as your fave, who do you pick? Doesn't necessarily mean the best players. What, just anyone from any year? Any 11?
Oh, need a pen and paper for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like the Pardew team. That I know, obviously the entertainers and that, which is obvious. That was a bit before my time, but the Pardew year where we finished 5th, we had some unbelievable players then. Johan Kabay would have been a club legend if he hadn't left the club in the shithouse where he did. He was an unbelievable footballer.
Yeah.
Which year was it that Martins played?
2006, 7.
Yeah,
The year we went down.
I think 2007. Yeah, you're right. I will pick that team though. We played Europe that time.
So yeah, Callum, what I think we might come and ask us that question on another video where we can actually, or put it on Twitter or something. We'll actually go through that. It'd be a good thing to have put a video on NFTV Extra or something.
Good question though.
Yeah, 100%. When this thing is over, me and my pals are planning a trip from Greece to pay the respects to St James's Park. Awesome. That'd be an amazing trip. Are you a Newcastle fan, are you, mate? I really apologise that I can't pronounce your name properly. I don't want to do it a disservice. Sean Longstaff is awful. He's not been great. Has the match started? If you're not being sarcastic, Mick, yes. If you're being sarcastic, mate, yes. We're crap. Shelvey and Longstaff both are playing a two-man midfield. 100% agree. I think Shelvey gets lost without Hayden. Or not lost. He can't play the game that he wants. He's capable of playing. You shouldn't get. We do need to sort out a timer, mate. 100%. 100%. We are going to sort that out. Definitely.
How much people are watching actually at the moment?
Pardon?
How many people are actually watching the stream?
100, I think. Mick King here it has. What's up? More Bayern Munich fans. Hope you're well. Thanks. I was wondering if these were commentating or not. Yes, we are basically commentating on a crap game. Basically.
Is there some sort of love coming up between Bayern Munich and Newcastle United?
Maybe.
Fans. Well, we could probably use some of the players though on loan. Of course.
Moy Fernandez pockets Aubameyang. I rate him really highly, and Aubameyang has not been the footballer that he was last season or when he was at Saint Etienne or Dortmund for that matter. Shelby's position is frustrating because he's a player that needs to have two midfielders who take the press. 100%. That's exactly it. Exactly it. That's exactly the type of footballer he is, and he can't play that way without people taking the pressure off him.
That's all Bruce's tactics is: give it to Shelvey and let him do it. But he can't do it in this team. It's impossible.
The players are very rich; they don't have to try. It's a fair point, fellas. What minute are you on?
41, 25.
Yeah, I think Brandon's on about 40 minutes and 40 seconds, Brandon, something like that.
Yeah, true.
Arsenal not cut out for relegation. This is the thing. If they get dragged into it, it'll be really, really interesting. Going to penalties. To be fair, Adam called that earlier. He reckons it might happen.
But to be fair, this isn't Brentford's strongest team, mind. What I called more was 60, 70 minutes Brentford being in it and bringing on the fucking big guns. And Brentford could arguably be 2-0 up here. They've missed two really good chances. We've missed one. We haven't started again. I'm sick of fucking
I would say
it.
two though. We missed Wilson's and Fraser.
Yeah, I mean Wilson's could have been a lot better. But Longstaff's out the game again. Again, he's out the game. Lewis is getting done every time on that side. Shelvey's a couple of good balls. And Almiron's not turned up yet. It's just not good enough, like.
No, it's not. Ben Arthur was better than ASM. Yeah. I think he was on his day. But again, flair player 100%. From France, potential attitude problem. Again, Steve Bruce couldn't handle him, could he, at Hull? Couldn't handle him. Didn't want to know. Same player, couldn't deal with him at all. That says everything you need to know about Maximin. Steve Bruce has got no fucking clue how to handle flair players. People can come out, because he is a good man manager, and I don't doubt that he isn't, but people get pissed off when they're not being played in the positions that they want to play, and their best positions. Would you want to play? I wouldn't. I'd rather not get out of bed. don't know about you two.
Just shit. It's just the same shit.
Yeah.
Every week. Like, there's no way this first half's been acceptable. No, and still a couple of minutes to go. We could nick one. Like, Wilson's in. He's in. He's in. Go on.
Shit.
Go on, Callum. Oh, he's gone too wide.
What is going on?
I would look like a back there. I was about to say, but it just took too long getting on the keeper.
It's mind blowing though that we can't even set a side like Brentford, and we're still 17 points or 18 points in the league. It's crazy though.
Don't even know if Championship is our level. I think we'd struggle. This, like the way we play, this 100%. If Steve Bruce was with us in the Championship, we would struggle. Not a Newcastle fan, but from what I've seen, I think Joe Linton could be a good central midfielder, almost box to box as his strength is driving with the ball, and he looks decent defensively too. Fair enough. I don't think he's bad on the ball. I've seen worse players on the ball. I just don't know where he plays.
On the bench.
But it's a fair assessment, yeah. Remember Remy, he was a quality player. Buzzing when we signed him. Absolutely buzzing when we signed him. I thought we should have got him a few years earlier.
He scored 14 goals in the season he was here. He was brilliant that season.
No, Alaba to Newcastle. I fucking wish. Jesus Christ.
Actually, I thought about yesterday. I'm not sure how I came up with it, but what happened to Daniel Sturridge?
That's a very good point. I don't know. Where did he go? West Ham.
Daniel Sturridge went to Turkey and then got released there. I don't know where he's at now.
You could use a striker like him, like.
Yeah, definitely. Dele Alli to Newcastle, can't see that at all. No, I can't see it, but I would take it. Are we sure
What
Newcastle
difference would that make? I think Wilson and Sturridge on top.
It'd be a nice
Daniel
partnership.
Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah.
Nah, he's fucking shite, man.
I would take it.
Nah.
No?
No, he's fucking crocked. He
So
turned us down a few years ago.
So you rate Joe Linton better than Daniel Sturridge?
Aye. I do.
I think Sturridge is about...
Okay.
Sturridge is 32, 33 as well. I'm sure he is now. No, he used to play for... He's a year above me, or the year above me at school. So he used to play for a team called Cadbury Athletic on a Sunday down here. So he was always the age...
Let me see where he plays now.
Yeah, he used to play in the same divisions as us as kids. Yeah, he's a year older than me and Adam. So he wouldn't even come to the team anyway.
He's too injury prone. He had the chance to sign for us a couple of years ago and decided to go to West Brom, and they got relegated anyway. So
100%. The biggest problem at the moment is Longstaff. The game is passing him by. If he was good enough in the midfield, that would be the key. But it's showing that he's League One at best. I honestly think that injury has fucked him. I really do. It's a really tough injury to come back from, and I don't think he's there yet. And I don't know if he will be. Whole team just like that.
Sorry, go on, Carl.
No. What did you say, mate?
No, go on. Sorry, I'll go after.
No, it's fine. It's fine, mate. It's cool.
No, I just think the longer the game goes on, the more chance we've got of losing it. I really do.
Yeah. It is frustrating. The whole team just look like they're on autopilot constantly. There is no intensity or speed to our game. It's just a joke. Bruce should be marched out of the club after this game. He won't be, though. That's what's fucking frustrating.
There's some fans out there now, and I know they may not admit it. There is some fans that want us to lose tonight to see the pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure increase on Bruce, because if he loses this, it becomes untenable with the fan base. It really does.
Absolutely. And I can see our numbers are going up. And the reason that they're going up is because obviously it's half time and people want to come in, see what we've got to say, because they know how shit we've been. We'll have people from other clubs, the other fans from other teams that are coming in because they've watched it and thought, fuck me, Newcastle is shit. Because we are shit.
We all got our hopes up a bit at the start when we seen Brentford had dropped a couple of players, But at the end of the day, it's the same Newcastle. It might be a strongish Newcastle team compared to Brentford, but it's the same tactics. It's get the ball to Shelvey and hope he gets a through ball to Wilson, and that's all it is. Fraser's had a decent chance, Wilson's had a decent chance, but Brentford have had 2 chances. They 100% should have scored.
Yeah.
I just think we're absolute dog shit again.
It's ridiculous. We play as individuals, not as a team. No real teamwork. 100%. Geordie, who's to blame for that, though? You know, because we have got to blame Steve Bruce. But are the players at fault as well for not putting the effort in? Does that come from not wanting to play for the manager? Mr. 2000s, I'm never optimistic with whomever we play. We have lost that flair and grit. 100%. 100%. Brentford B team having the better game. Definitely. Szechuan Kid, you're back. I remember that name. Love it. Joe Linton, centre midfielder. Lol. According to Google, we've had 53% possession. Hell is freezing over and pigs have sprouted wings. We're still not winning though, mate. We're still not winning.
Alex Google's not always right, mind.
We keep going back. We're ending up back in Newcastle. Bruce would play Daly in defence. He fucking would. You're right. Absolutely right. Troy Deeney and Callum Wilson would be decent, I reckon. I've always fancied Troy Deeney coming to Newcastle, to be fair. But again, his age, you know, he's not someone that Newcastle will sign. It just won't happen. This game is crying out for Gale to come on. Yeah?
Exactly.
Would anyone disagree with that?
Sorry, what was that?
With Gale coming on to change the game up?
It depends who for, because at the minute he's playing one up top where Almiron behind him. This is what I mean. It's formation's different every fucking week.
Do you think because he's wasting Almiron, well, Almiron's not working out there, do you think it's worth putting Gale on for Almiron?
I didn't know anymore. I'm honestly I don't know, because even if he does, like for me, Dwight Gale plays better when he's got someone playing through balls for him so he can run. You remember the championship year? There was just balls across the floor, him running in. All we're doing is playing balls over the top. So, like every highlight here, there's decent chances, but you've got more of a chance of Carroll coming on and creating something than Gale when you play this.
Oh mate, I've just clocked onto what you said at the end, but I'd be fucking fuming if that happens. Let's go Newcastle from Partizan. Appreciate that, London. Denisenko, I think.
Denishenko.
Thanks, Brandon. You can be my translator. Mate, how do you come to support Newcastle when you're from the Midlands and don't support teams like Villa, Birmingham and other clubs? My family are from Newcastle. Yeah. Lucy, I appreciate you wondering why that is, because I'm a Brummie. So if you support Villa or Blues, I won't say anything bad, but I don't like Villa.
Has Lucy not been on Grief for You before?
I'm not sure.
I recognise the name before, coming on Grief for Us before.
Yeah, I am a season ticket holder at Newcastle. I still live in Birmingham. It is what it is. You know, I can't be called a glory hunter because we've never won anything in the last 60 years. It's not like I support United or Liverpool.
Do you fancy going to the Toon though? Moving there? Did it ever cross your mind to move to the Toon?
The stupid thing is, I'm a Newcastle fan. My dad's from there. I've got a season ticket. Every company I've worked for in the last 7 years, their head office is based in Newcastle. Like, I should live there, but I don't. So, yeah, at some point, 100%.
Get your ass over there, man.
I know.
I can't believe she's asked Brandon. Like, Brandon's from fucking Holland. Ask Brandon why he supports Newcastle.
But I lived in Newcastle. I can't say the same about Carl, though.
That's true. That is true, mate. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh God, I've missed loads of comments here, I think. Have I?
Well, how can you not love Newcastle, though?
Well, exactly. Automatic pens, yes, it is. Tony to come on late to win it, probably. I would get money on him scoring, 100%. 100%.
Exactly what Adam said.
At points in that half, I was too busy looking at the adverts on the billboards. That anything interesting? Still think we are going to win. I admire your optimism, Charles. I do. Who would we replace Bruce with, though? Fuck knows. The frustrating thing as well is that we don't give it a boost because we were doing decent in the league to some lucky results. Tell that to the pundits, Sam. Tell that to the actual pundits because they don't listen.
Sam's right. On paper, it looks like we're doing okay. It does on paper. It looks like we're doing okay. If anyone's watching an interview this week on Fox Sport with Max Rushton, anyone who talks about Max, he's speaking a lot of sense at the minute about the club. He's got nothing to do with Newcastle. He's a neutral. He's calling it how he's seen it, and he's calling us the most boring team in the league. He's right.
Jay Humphries is very similar as well, isn't he, mate?
Yeah, there's still like Ali McCoist and them sticking up for Bruce, but there's the odd pundit now is starting to kind of like play neutral and see it for how it is.
Yeah, definitely. I've just seen the Bruce saving grace this season. No fans are there to voice their opinion. Absolutely, mate. How he's asked for fans to be there to get us over the line against Fulham, he's fucking deluded. Like, it would have been the complete opposite. Like, everything would have been directed at him.
Yeah, he claims to know about the club, to be a fan. I'm not having any of this fan stuff. He's a Man United idol. He's managed Sunderland. Yes, he's from the region, but he still doesn't get this club. He doesn't get the fan base. There's parts of me wanted him to turn it around at times, but it's too late now. He's not good enough for the club. People ask who we want in. Anyone under Ashley for me. A cheap option like Eddie Howe just to get through the seasons. But like, until we have a brand new owner, a brand new vision, it's just going to be the same budget managers, really.
100%. You can tell Fraser and Lewis are not on the same page from body language. It looks like Fraser doesn't rate Lewis. The thing is, you can't put anything past it, anything like that. You really can't. Lewis has been poor once again. Bruce is so goddamn lucky there was no fans allowed at the game. Exactly, mate. Exactly. It's the coaching staff, surely, and Bruce is the boss, unfortunately. Agreed. If you could pick a manager to replace Bruce, who would it be? I'd say Howell all day. All he knows some of the players good at football. Yeah, I personally would like Steven Gerrard. I know that wouldn't happen, but Bilic or Howe I'd be happy with. I would swap Brentford manager for Bruce, who would play better football. Anyone that other than Bruce would play better football. Bring back Mitra. I mean, he's not done it in the Prem this year, has he, really?
Dog shit. He was dog shit when he was with us.
Yeah, he was brilliant in the Championship again. A bit like Gale in terms of scoring goals in the Championship, but not putting them away in the Prem. Pretty poor. Hey lads, can't see the game over here. Sounds like same old Bruce Paul. You know how it is, Jay. Same old.
Nothing's changed.
Definitely not. Hope you had a good day as well, Jay. I wouldn't put the game on because it'll ruin it. Is Matty on the bench? No, you don't think he was on the bench, was he?
Matty's not on the bench. We don't know where he is. Probably going out on loan in the next couple of weeks, I'd expect.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting question. It is old man football. There's definitely that from Steve Bruce. He's definitely out of touch with the game. I wouldn't say that Bobby Robson was out of touch with the game back then, though. But definitely not.
But Bobby always, although Bobby's time at Newcastle ended not how we all wanted to, we got some unfair criticism. Bobby Robson always knew how to change a game tactically, always. Steve Bruce doesn't know how to start a game tactically.
Yeah. Aaron was awful in that half. Joe Leader needs to be brought on in that 10 position. I'm open to it.
Never thought I'd say that.
But or Dwight Gale, definitely. No, Matty Longstaff, Sean Longstaff, yeah. Hi, I'm from Greece. We love Newcastle United. Right, this is brilliant because we had a few people from Greece that are Newcastle fans. Just out of interest, why is it Newcastle that you support?
Dabby's asked.
Oh yeah, of course.
A certain age group, which we Nicholas Dabby's asked.
Yeah. Midfield is a massive problem. No real shape. Slow, predictable passing along from Shelby or backwards. Definitely. Joe Linton for Miggy. Richie for Lewis. Shelby looking for runners and Gale and Wilson.
I agree on that one.
We are wasted going down the wings. Fair analysis, Jordan. Andrew Dodd, that is needed. Stephen, this game would be perfect for Joe or Carroll. It's such a scrappy game. I don't know about Andy Carroll personally. For me, terrible so far. Newcastle 1-0 to Brentford, my prediction. We'll be so lucky, I think, Marlon. I know someone who's from Newcastle and is a Villa fan. Poor bastard. What's wrong with him? But no, to be fair, they're doing better than we are. Kraft for Murphy and Gale for Longstaff. Move Miggy wide and Hayden on midfield. To be fair, I used to work with someone, this fucked me off, who is from Newcastle, the centre of Newcastle, and he's a fucking United fan. Man United fan, that is.
A few
I
of
was
them.
like, why? But,
Do you know what kills me when you see like 10-year-old lads and lasses now, like from round here, running around in Man City strips? Like
Yeah.
that breaks my heart. That it does. Fucking honestly.
Definitely. Who do you think will win the Carabao Cup?
Newcastle.
Newcastle, of course.
Man City.
I'm not going to even answer that question.
I live in New York and support Newcastle. Fantastic. I have a friend living over in New York, VIP travel, so maybe we'll bump into each other soon. You guys think Almiron is good? Yeah, I rate him. What about yourself, Adam?
I'll lose faith game by game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a year ago yesterday. He scored his first ever goal for Newcastle. How many has he scored since? He got the one last week against West Brom. Yeah, West Brom. Couple in the cup. He's not prolific enough for me for an attacking midfielder. But I want to see him do well. I do. You know, I don't dislike him. I like him. I just think it's the manager. The manager plays him in too many different positions. One week he's playing right midfield. The next week he's playing number 10. Then he's playing left midfield. It's too inconsistent.
Yeah. Who would you want in Newcastle, Jota or Firmino? Easy one for me, mate. Firmino all day long. I honestly think he's probably one of the most underrated players in the Prem.
He is 100%.
What about yourself, Brandon?
Okay. Sorry, what, mate?
Jota or Firmino? Who would you have?
I'll probably go for Jota.
What is your reasoning?
Because I think we need him up top with Wilson. Well, as we don't play three up top, I think Firmino fits better for three on top.
Yeah,
and
fair
Jota
enough.
is better for two on top. So that's fine.
Fair enough. Mate,
What did you say?
I said Firmino. I think he's one of the underrated players in the Prem. I do. I know he's not as prolific.
Lewandowski, of course.
Yeah,
we go for
definitely
Lewandowski.
Definitely.
We got a good goalie already, two actually.
Do you think it'll be that bad, Jake? I know there is always a possibility, but I just think for once there are actually teams that are worse than us. I reckon Claudio Ranieri might be. It is crazy. To be fair, I don't know if he has a job or not right now, but it would be decent if he would join under Ashley. I don't think he would. That's a problem. Gale to win it from the bench. How's Rodrigo Vilca looking potential first team material?
You saw some good things from him in training, though.
Yeah, definitely.
And in the under 23s games. So.
I'd like to see more of him before he's pushed into that sort of role. Not looking forward to City and Liverpool next. Definitely not. No points coming from them. Partizan.
Let's go.
I think this just shows how we miss Joe Linton. We look so dead up front without him picking up the ball. I honestly think him and Wilson work really well together. I really do. I know a lot of fans are still jumping on his back, but I do. I think Wilson and Joe Linton have worked well together. Didn't the Chronicle run a story a while back about a young lad who started supporting City because Newcastle is awful? I have no idea, but no idea. I'd imagine that probably is the case. Thanks for the shout out. No worries. Well, if we are not excited to watch, then we turn the kids off. Bruce in or out?
Is that like VIP travels or what? Table?
He's a Newcastle fan. So I imagine they might facilitate.
Did Ivan Toney come on at half time? I seen him warming up.
I honestly missed it. I didn't see.
I think he did.
Appreciate that, John. I would have Jota.
Adam, you look lost.
Merry Christmas. Can you wish my team Doncaster luck? Because if we win tonight, then we are top of the league. One over this festive period and one step close to playing Arsenal next season. Yes, mate. Good luck. I hope that comes off for you. Aaron is a good player. Yeah, definitely. He's playing in a negative team with Bruce's manager, 100%. Bring in Origi. He's good for a goal. Ranieri currently managing Sampdoria in Serie A. Shout me out, James, NUFC Football Challenger. You are shouted out, my friend. There's your shout out. Joe Linton is not that bad. He just doesn't justify his price tag. Agreed, but he has. Yeah. It's hard. He's going to have pressure from that, isn't he? But yeah,
If we'd
I agree.
if we'd signed him for 10 million, he wouldn't get half the criticism he does. But as
No.
they said there, you sign a player for 40 million, you expect bigger things.
100%. Dennis, I'm a West Brom fan. I like your channel. Appreciate that very much, mate. We always
Crazy
get
though,
on with
because
West
we have been slacking off West Brom pretty much. But cheers.
Yeah, Wilson looks
Right.
so lost up front on his own. 100%. Who's going to win? Newcastle, of course, but probably Brentford.
Not easy.
You're
I see
welcome,
Carl
mate.
trying to support the channel.
Yeah.
But then his heart actually comes out.
Definitely. Don't wait forever to make changes.
I think Brentford are playing better football than us. I really do.
They are.
Yeah, man.
Why Brentford? Just because, as Adam said, they're playing better than we are. We're not
shit.
taking chances. And yeah, it's just stale, as always, Thomas. Which player would we take from Bayern? I think like Brandon said Lewandowski would probably be the one, mate.
Easy pick.
Would you be happy to win cup and mid-table with this football, or play better but mid-table, no cup?
No, I'd say
take the cup.
Play this football. It's a tough one because if we win a cup, can we all sit and slag Bruce off and finish 15th?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to finish mid-table with Bruce in charge. I think he's really going to take us down. And if it's not this season, it will be next. But we all want a cup. Every fan wants a cup. I don't think we'll go down this year, but that's only because I think Sheffield United and go on. And a couple of other teams are going to finish with less than us.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel about it as well. Win or lose, it's time for Bruce to come on. Bruce, do the right thing and retire. You're a dinosaur. You cannot get taxed. It's too right to get out of bag Bruce out. And Jobby, you've just said yourself, you're not actually a Newcastle fan, but you enjoy. You like Newcastle, and you can see that it's terrible, isn't it, mate? It's crap. Brentford manager said that Ivan Toney will come on and score. Yeah, he will. Bayern Munich, Alphonso Davies, please. He would be a good signing. Absolutely. Blythe Spartans.
But it's a funny question. It's an interesting question, actually, what he said. Or we can make it an interesting question. If we can somehow get Lewandowski, which we don't, but will he play better than Wilson as we play now? Like, he will still be very isolated. Will he do better than Wilson does now?
You'd have to have them play together. Do you know what I mean? You'd have
but
to
in the
fit
end,
the team.
yeah. But will it make such a big difference, though? We only have one.
Blythe Spartans play better football than us. Geordie, I think Robbie Dale would be is what we need. I know he's retired now, but we're missing Robbie Dale at Newcastle United. That's what's happened. Say hi to a Millcraft fan next time to Adam for me. Will do. Brandon, are you a fan of Emilcraft? According to James, you're a big fan of Emilcraft.
Is it? I'm not sure about that though.
How to watch this game in America? I can't unfortunately give you a stream, Andrew, but if you can go on Twitter or Google, you will be able to find something. Newcastle seems like a cup winner. I don't know why. I hope so, mate. I really do. Desperately want a real piece of silverware. Tough choice. It is a tough choice. It was a good question. With the exciting time ahead, could you honestly see Doncaster as a Premier League club? Also, Ashley Out does not deserve to be a businessman or owner. No, definitely doesn't deserve to run a football club. I haven't watched enough of you, to be honest. But, you know, if you're performing the way you are and you're getting the results that you are, then there's no reason that if you continue in that vein next year, there's no reason that can't happen. Leicester won the league.
Which league they play now, right?
I think they're League One, aren't they?
Aye. Oh, there has to be a lot of improvement, though, like financially wise and shit. Because it's not easy to make a step from League One to Premier League, as Sunderland should know right now.
I've got Newcastle on the money line plus 150 to win $150,000. That's a lot of money if that's the case, Thomas. Oh no, I wouldn't be putting 150 racks on Newcastle to win. Definitely not. If you got that kind of money and that's what your return is, you've got too much money, and I would invest it somewhere else, not in Newcastle, winning against Brentford on a Tuesday night.
Jesus Christ, man! What
Bruce
is
did
that?
decent last season, surprisingly he did well, but this season he's having a shocker. It was that Pardew was the same whenever he took over at a new club, wasn't he? He did well for the first season, and then he was found out. He did the same at Palace, the same at Newcastle.
Got a lot of luck last year, though. A lot of luck.
Yeah.
When you look back, got a lot of luck last year.
Davies to Newcastle, never. Brentford just won against Reading. They are confident right now. Well, they've been fantastic over the last 2-3 months. I'm a Newcastle fan, love the team. Sorry, John, I was thinking of someone else. I apologise, mate. The issue with our team, apart from Bruce Ball, is the midfield. They don't defend or create. May as well play with 2 or more defenders.
Yeah, there's too many sideways passes. It's too predictable.
Yeah.
Shelby's just he's just played a pass there. I don't know if anyone's watching the way. I mean, sorry. He's just played a pass there that sums Shelby up. Lazy, born idle, just not good enough for me. Like, but he plays because there's no one else. Like, people might say, "Oh, who else?" There's no one else. That's me. There's no one else to put in.
I know, mate. I know.
Why would he change his style if he thinks it's winning?
But he's never won. He's never he played his best football in his career at Swansea. He got in the England team, and then just stopped playing. He was great in the Championship for us, but he needs to step his game up. Like,
Toon Barmy, this has been my point for the past 4 or 5 weeks. If he really does love the club as much as he acts that he does, then yeah, he should walk away.
He'll never walk away.
Of course not. Of course not.
We spoke about this, Carl, before. He's had vegetables thrown at him, and he didn't walk away from that club. He's not going to walk away from us.
No, he's not. He's not.
Cabbages.
Arsenal will get relegated.
This was my concern. It's going to get 60 minutes, and they're going to bring Tony on. And they've got another lad on the bench who's better than a few of our players. Come on, Howard. Come on,
Feels
forward.
like the team doesn't believe in him anymore. They don't, mate. They don't. That's exactly how it's come across over the past few weeks. We've seen it more and more.
How much space does How much space has he got here? They used to have got one over here. Oh, fucking stand them up. It's too easy, man. Oh.
We need to call Wesley, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, is VR in this or not?
No. No, in Carabao Cup is not the VR.
No, you're right, James. It's definitely not the player that he was last season. Set watch. Bruce subs at 70 mins. 100%. If that early, I don't think they'll be that early. He'll probably still think there's extra time in this.
Adam, I think you're right, man.
Kevin, this is absolutely spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on what you've just put there. It's exactly the same.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, the McLaren year, we all knew we were going to get relegated from about December, but they never did anything till the March or April. It was too late. And teams below us are starting to pick points up now. And you look at our next 5 games, it's not just the 3 games. We've got some horrible games coming up. We're going to get nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I'd love to say something positive, I really would. But I just, I can't think of anything.
No, it's tough, isn't it?
And there's the Brentford manager being proactive and going to make the first change. Come on, Miggy.
And Braxis, cleaning my aquarium has been more entertaining than this game so far. That's absolutely understandable. Talk us through what sort of fish you've got, mate. I'm interested. Honestly, I think we're playing worse under Bruce than McLaren. We are, Stephen. We are. I think he's possibly like one of the worst managers tactically we've ever had.
Who would have thought?
Darlow to score the winner from a header off a corner in the 97th minute. I wonder what the odds would be on that. You got to be looking at over 1,000, surely.
I think if we were getting beat 1-0, Steve Bruce wouldn't even bring him up. Do you know what the thing is though? If we went after the game last night, like Liam probably will. I know like Liam likes to rant about Bruce. If he goes on Facebook and puts Steve Bruce has to go, there's still fans come on and defend him and criticise us as the channel, saying what you're talking about, and like you feel like what's going on? Like saying, "Oh, what do you expect?" That's our own fans. It's so frustrating at times. Like Liam got loads of abuse yesterday for putting on something about putting maximum.
I think that's what I must have seen it on, mate. I was just looking at some comments. I don't know whether it was his post, but I was just looking, and people were like, "Oh, here's the Bruce haters bandwagon, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Wait, what are you fucking like? What have you been watching?"
But I saw one comment actually, which said it wasn't Danish though, but that we were the most negative, hating Bruce out people, social media on this on all the social media platforms.
Well, we
although
are.
But yes, us. Well, I'm defended Bruce for like a fucking long time. Like,
yeah, you did. To be fair,
no, we did.
Like,
you did.
I don't see anyone on social media.
I cannot defend him anymore because I said fairly, like if Bruce is not bringing the results up anymore and he's not getting away with the results anymore, you cannot support him anymore. But you cannot blame him for the way he plays if he starts picking up points and shit, and that's not what he's doing now. So fair play, we slag him off and want him to go now, but.
It's not us though. It's not the fan channel that wants him out. It's the fans.
Yeah.
It's not Newcastle Fans TV who are launching a campaign to get Steve Bruce out of the club. The fans want him out.
Don't get me wrong. If you want us to start a campaign, I'll fucking start one. No problem.
Oh my God, do it.
No, because like we do want him out, and Adam's right. Like we haven't got an agenda, but like it's not just us. Like Gallagher shots, you know, they'll never talk positive about him. Unless he deserves it, you know, Magpie Channel, they'll never talk about him unless he deserves it. Anyone who does what we do, no one will give him credit unless he deserves the credit. We're all the same. So for people to turn around and just think we've got an agenda it's ridiculous.
There's Dwight Gale coming on. See who this is for.
So we will change something around.
Absolutely, we do want people to do well. Like we want Steve Bruce to do well. We do. But we know it's more than likely not going to happen. And if we win a cup under him, we're going to give him credit for it at the end of the day. But you know, things need to change. Otherwise, there is a massive risk of us getting relegated again.
Imagine as well if we stay up, another season like this again.
Yeah,
but it will be under Bruce, and that's what we all know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Exactly, Jay. Like everyone in here is the same. It's very, very rare we get anyone that comes in and starts criticising us in the chat for what we say. Everyone agrees.
It's just Facebook. I mean, I know what Facebook's like.
Oh, Thomas, how much have you bet on this, mate? What have you done? You're telling me you're getting 150,000 back for betting on Newcastle. You must have put a lot of money on.
I was going to say, what have you put on? You didn't post to get on the double figures, did you, for that type of money? Because I could have told you that was a stupid thing.
Should you cancel your bet? What can you cancel it? If you can cancel it, yeah, fucking cancel it.
Yeah, you can always cash in sometimes. You got a cash in option sometimes.
I don't want to be any influence. I don't want no part of this.
I would probably say take your money.
Don't get me wrong, Simon. You're going to have players that need to be held accountable. But on paper, I think we have a half-decent squad, personally. We've got some talent in that team. We really have. And they're being mismanaged.
I don't think it's lack of decent players. I think we've got 6 or 7 really, really good Premier League players. It's the tactics.
But I really think it comes down to what someone else said earlier in the chat. Like the players are playing individually and not as a team. I think that's really the case.
Yeah, but you know that I
They're
think that's
probably
probably
already thinking about their next club. Like, let's perform well myself individually, and if they have a scoring opportunity instead of like giving it to someone who has a better chance, probably try to score it themselves because they know it will look better for themselves, so they
Absolutely,
can move on from here.
And I've just brought this comment up here from what you've said, mate, because it's absolutely right. Steven's just said, you know, just think if Wilson has a good season, do you really think he'll stay next year? No. Maximin won't want to stay. Almiron wouldn't want to stay. Wilson wouldn't want to stay. So, if, like you've said, Stephen, if they have a good year and someone comes in, they'll leave. I would guess 90% want Bruce out every game. It's just the same, 100%. Even if Bruce wins the cup, he still isn't the right man. We take the football out of the football. No, 100%, Kieran. I'm just saying that if he does win the cup, we will praise him. We'll give him the credit that he's due for that. But it won't take any shine off what the rest of how terrible the rest of the season's been. All the boomers are on Facebook. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. I won't say anything about that though, but I agree. Anyone who sticks up for Bruce doesn't know anything about football.
I mean, I know Anthony comments on a lot of our Facebook stuff. And, you know, Anthony, I've noticed him on a lot of comments. He speaks a lot of sense. It's not a criticism of followers. Any follower can say what they want. I don't really care. They're entitled to their own opinion. It just annoys me when people think we're trying to put stuff out there to get Bruce the sack when it's we're just fans. We just post how we feel. That's me issue. There's Ivan Toney coming on as well. Is Dwight Gill still stood on the sideline? He's been stood on the sideline 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I
think we are definitely one of the larger, or if not the largest, Newcastle social media channel. Or everything together. But we don't have a direct affiliation with the club.
Not at all.
So, like Adam said, if we, I won't say anything about it, but like Adam said there, if we don't have an agenda to get Steve Bruce out, because if we did have a direct affiliation, we wouldn't still be waiting for money back from season tickets. Just saying, we're all in the same boat. All in the same boat. Don't know, Andrew. Like Adam's just said, I don't know what's going on with this Gale change.
He's been stood there 10 minutes.
Well,
and this just sums
Carl,
this just sums Steve Bruce up to make a substitution. He mustn't even know what he needs to do. He must be hesitating in his head what to do.
He must be. He must be.
There's 2 coming on now. We've been in. Almiron's coming off for Gale, which is right. Almiron's been shite again. And Jolinton's coming on for Fraser's that 21.
So is he putting him out on the left again?
Is Ryan Fraser 21? Yeah. So I think that's 4-4-2. I think Fraser's been all right actually. I don't think he's had a bad game.
Go back in the stands. Yeah, he's just come on. Are we all married? I am not married, mate. No. I have been with my missus for about 10 years, but I'm not married. What about yourself, Adam?
I don't know why that matters, but no, but got a whole lot sitting watching it with us.
Brandon, are you married, mate?
Someone put a question. Are you
No.
married?
Brandon's not married.
Well, they're in. There it is. 1-0. Goal's been coming. 1-0 Brentford.
There you
Absolutely
are. Newcastle going out of the cup.
Been coming.
Yeah.
I hope that American lad's cancelled his bet, or Thomas, whatever his name was, cancelled his bet.
It's been coming. The lad who's just scored it is completely unmarked on the edge of the box. It's shite by Yedlin. It's poor by Hayden, and God knows who's marking him. It looks like it's Jolinton who's meant to be picking him, but who's just come on, or Lewis, and it's absolutely dog shit. It's terrible by Hayden and Yedlin, and it looks like it's Joelinton left his man. It's absolutely, it's been coming. It's pulled by Hayden, doesn't stop the cross, and that is completely unmarked. Credit to Brentford. I hope he's going and fucking win the game now, because we have been shocking.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say anymore. Let me get back to some of these comments.
Shite.
Newcastle club with fans and players who want to win football matches with a manager who doesn't know how to. This is just fucking bollocks. Absolute fucking bollocks. How is this man still allowed to manage our club?
Today.
Leeds are so bad, took you apart, you mug. I don't think anyone's been bashing you from Newcastle as a Leeds fan, mate. A lot of them in here are Man United fans. So, yeah, that's probably who's giving you grief.
Yeah, the one Man U fans who've been hammering Leeds, not Newcastle.
We've got nothing bad to say about Leeds. Nothing at all. You outplayed us. Samuel, obviously living rent-free in your brain, get alive, blah, blah, blah. Newcastle are scum. Okay, that's very insulting, Sam.
Oh.
I'm going for a smoke and I don't even smoke. I don't blame you, mate. Keeping you guys on but turning the stream off. Appreciate that, Alex. Bruce out. Don't think Steve Bruce wants us even in the cup. I don't know. Like he did put a strongish side out. To be fair, I think the first sign in January should be Brentford's chief scout.
He probably thinks people or players will be getting fatigued with the cup on.
He's going to be looking for any excuse possible. Now our numbers have just shot up again, and I know that's because everyone's pissed off. A lot of people probably turned the game off. A lot of fans from other teams probably coming over to see how we're reacting. We're fucking pissed off. We've had enough. We want Steve Bruce out. That's it.
There's Ivan Toney on. Ivan Toney on just the goal was shocking. Like Yedlin lets him pass him too easily. Isaac Hayden's not tight enough. And Joelinton's, who's just literally been on the pitch for 8 seconds, isn't picking them up. And then we've just took a corner that goes straight out of play. It is honestly, this is the worst. It doesn't get worse than this.
Yeah, it's fucking fuming. Robbie, Leeds fan, it's the United fans and Leeds fans having a pop at each other, mate, not Newcastle fans. If Bruce gets sacked, what then? Let's not entertain any illusions. We all know who's really responsible for the state of our club. No, don't get me wrong, 100% Mike Ashley is, at the top, but your manager still needs to be able to manage the players, and we've got talent in that squad, and they're being mismanaged. So it's okay blaming Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley doesn't control what goes on the pitch.
Yeah, the team's got more. Take Mike Ashley out of it, the team's got more of enough to beat Brentford, and he can't do it.
Yeah. Fulham last week, we're only in the game because of fucking shit decision. Like we weren't
we were lucky to beat West Brom.
Yeah, we were, mate.
West Brom were the better team on the day. It was only a bit, a touch of class from Gale at the time, and there's Shelby losing his head, yellow card. Honestly, it's getting terrible.
Biggest game of the season. Let's go. Bandstar. I hope you know that it's been on for a good hour or so now, mate. Because I know you're over in Thailand, so if it's just started and you just started watching it, then turn us off.
Turn it off.
And turn it off, yeah, rather. We're playing shocking like usual. Possession is shocking them, yeah.
I think it's worse. I think it's worse than normal, mate. I really do. I mean, we're bad. Usually, I think this is worse.
Jamie Redknapp said we as fans need to be careful what we wish for in the terms of performances and fan expectations. Jamie Redknapp is a shit pundit at the end of the day.
Jamie Redknapp can fuck off.
But
he's probably trying to get his uncle a job. That's what he fucking wants.
Yeah, this is it, Jay. Unfortunately, that's what the channel has become, mate. And I think that's why we get stick. But what are we supposed to talk about? Do you know what I mean? Like there's nothing positive to talk about. It's frustrating, mate, as you know.
And the thing is, Bruce used his subs to try and change the game, and then within 30 seconds, he's 1-0 down. And now we won't know what to do. He's brought Joelinton on to play on the left. He's brought Gale on to play up front. That's his wild card played. He's got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And it just shows you, this is what I mean. Joelinton seems to have switched off for the goal. This is where you need your backroom staff in his ear. When you come on, you need to be fucking on it. You need to switch on. And he's not. He's just dawdling around. I haven't seen the goal back. It might be Lewis rather than Joelinton. But it looks like Joelinton's let him run. Because he's not switched on when he's coming on the pitch. And that's up to your manager.
Yeah.
And the player, obviously. But we know what he's like.
Again, this is a Leeds fan. You know, we've asked Leeds and United fans and Arsenal fans in the chat what they thought of Newcastle and how we play. And you can't expect different results if you keep playing the same way. That's just logic. Exactly. It's just fucking logic. It's not hard. Like, I don't understand. This is why we're so frustrated. And this is what frustrates us even more when pundits come out and just want to bait Newcastle fans that don't even watch the fucking games.
Yeah.
Wonder what Bruce's excuse will be at the post-match interview. What's his excuse has been lately? I haven't paid attention. Same old stuff. Thinking that we're all right and that we're in the game, and then when we're clearly not, just not watching what we're watching.
Until the 78 minutes and the last 12 minutes, we throw it away. That's basically it.
Bruce in from an Arsenal fan for banter. Arsenal to get relegated from a Newcastle fan for banter.
Oh, this is just hard to watch.
Scum fans are emotional people. You can't expect more. Bruce, we trust. Madness, mate. It's madness. We all know Bruce is going. He's not though. He's not going. That's the thing.
No, he's not. He's going nowhere.
He needs to go. I agree. It's just like, how can we survive with him? Absolutely right, mate. But he's not going anywhere.
There's Dwight Gale down injured again. He follows through on him. I don't know how the ref hasn't given a free kick there.
Do you think there's
How
more
does
chance?
people still think the takeover will happen if you get relegated? I don't see. We already know Ashley wants to sell up. I don't know. I don't see
We know
us
nothing
getting
about
more.
the takeover. We're all in the dark as everyone
I mean,
else is.
What I try to say is like I don't see us getting taken over.
If we were
much
to get
quicker or
relegated.
whatever. If we get relegated, I don't see the point in that. Like,
No, I know what you're saying. I'm a fan. Disappointed to see 100% Max is. It's just crap, mate. It's crap. Newcastle, you're an utterly pathetic club. I don't
Thank you.
know who you are or what
appreciate
team
it,
you
mate.
support.
Appreciate it.
But thank
Doesn't
you
matter
for
what he supports.
thank you for dropping in and giving us
Lovely.
exposure and having the time to comment on our channel. It really means the world to me. Thank you.
Yeah, we actually make money over your back, so never mind.
Might as well get relegated and just get promoted again. Well, yeah, basically, mate, you're right.
If we ever go down again, we ain't coming back up.
No, if Bruce stays, definitely not. No, why? That would be really worrying. If losing today meant Bruce got sacked, I would take the loss right now. I would as well.
That's true. True that, like.
He's not going to get sacked.
Yeah, this feels like Kinnear Carver McLaren era. Players not knowing how to play together. No clue, no idea, no leadership. 100%.
I'd say I will be.
There's just no flair. There's no flair in the team.
Surprised if he gets sacked. I will be possibly surprised somehow for the first time in this year.
Yeah, I know, mate.
There's nothing in the team. It's the formation. When you look at it, right, there's a ball just come in there from Murphy, who's been anonymous in the game, and there's just no one there. It's the most boring formation, unpredictable formation, predictable formation. Sorry. And honestly, I'm just fucking sick of watching them.
Brentford not even playing their strongest 11. That's a fair point. That's how bad it is.
We've got Man City on Saturday.
Honestly, I hope they put fucking 10 past us. I really do. I couldn't give a fuck anymore. Fucking hell. You know what, as well? Do you know what will really fuck me off? Is that we're going to get a fucking result out of nowhere. Something's going to happen and we're going to get a result. And then you're going to have twats on the fucking radio, like Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton, turning around saying, "Oh, Newcastle fans should be happy with where they are."
What a save! That should be 2-0. Honestly, we're all over the place at the back. We are all over the place at the back.
Yeah, we'll be going down. I'd rather watch the washing machine. Send me a video of the washing machine, Luke. I'm interested. So I reckon my prediction with Darlow to score in the 97th minute won't be a winner, but rather an equaliser. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Well, look, let's not discredit Brentford. They've been good in the Championship, very good, and we all thought that we were going to. It would be a tough game, but we should be beating them. Definitely, we should be beating teams like Brentford, and we're not good enough to do that.
Me and Lee said we've got a corner here. We'll wait. Let's slag them off in case we score. We said that, like, even though Brentford have got a weakened team, it's still the same tactics that we're going to do. And we knew it was. Well, I'm lost for words with them. Like, how are we meant to go out now and like look forward to any game, knowing if we can't control West Brom, Fulham, Brentford, you can't even control one of them games. And there's Joelinton can't even control a fucking ball.
How can people tell me, right? Like, because people can put it on the players. I know we can to a certain extent as well, but people are like that. We don't have a good side. Are you telling me that John Joe Shelvey, Isaac Hayden, Richie, Wilson, Miggy don't walk into that Brentford side on paper? Because they fucking do. A lot of them, they all make that Brentford side, but they're being made to look piss poor because there's no fucking vision from Steve Bruce.
Oh. And there's Jacob Murphy off from about 25 yards out and nearly hits a corner flag. His plan B is coming on now. Andy Carroll. Be interesting to see who he takes off. Should be a defender really, because there's nothing to lose now going the last 12 minutes. If he brings off a centre forward here for Carroll, honestly I might switch off. He's got to change something. He's got to bring a defender off and put an extra one up top. In the cup, you'd rather lose 2-0 than there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It's not a points game.
Housing from a Celtic fan, crap, mate. But no, you're right, mate. You've got to bang another striker on and not take.
We don't have loads of time. You'll do like 15, 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Dead in the water, no soul, no passion. Club Newcastle United, a steaming pile of poo. That's absolutely lovely from you again, whoever you are. Yeah. Thanks for spending time in your evening to come and comment on the channel. It's much appreciated.
Good word.
This is
nice
depressing. Yeah, it is very depressing, mate. Very, very depressing. Brentford looks like the Premiership leaders at the moment. That's what. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to take it away from Brentford. They played some decent football, but let's not get away from that. We're shit.
I don't even think Brentford have had to get into second gear. It's been too easy for them. I mean, here's a sub coming up, right? For me, it should be a fullback coming off. Number 15, who is Lewis. Is it Lewis? Yeah. So he should go free at the back and just go for it. So he's done that correct. Well, we'll see, but
yeah. So like Adam said, if we concede another goal here and we lose, no one's going to berate Bruce for that. This is what we need to go out and get and chase the game. Unfortunately. Bruce will say we come up against a good team and we're unlucky. I wish I could put my hand through the TV and bro slap Bruce, mate. I'd pay to see it. I'm so pissed off, man. Have we actually given up on this game? Yeah, 100%. I don't think that we're going to get anything out of this now, mate.
Most positively would be penalties.
Yeah. Penalties to beat Brighton.
Even then, if we do that, we shit house our way to another result.
Yeah.
We did it against, don't forget, we only got here because we shit house our way against Newport.
Oh, we've by far had the easiest run in this cup this year, haven't we? This is what I'm saying. Let's not take it away from the fact that yes, we're in the quarterfinals, but we've not played any class teams.
Man. I tell you what,
who was that? Sorry, I missed that.
Just Longstaff and Carroll, just dog shit. Shite.
No, again, I agree. You know, I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from. But at least with Rafa, we still had identity.
And you still have fans criticising Rafa. You try to tell me any Newcastle fan wouldn't have Rafa ahead of this fucking idiot.
I know. But still, Newcastle are bad. PS also support Spurs. Yeah, I know. Ethan, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to disagree.
Do you know what now? We've got 3 across the back now, and they're passing amongst themselves. And you've got Andy Carroll on, and now they're not playing direct. Get the ball up to Andy Carroll. That's what you've brought him on for.
Fuck's sake.
And there's Jacob Murphy just giving the ball away again. He might as well have not been on the pitch tonight, that lad.
Jay in Atlanta, I recall the Leeds implosion. Wow, shocking. All those years later, well, they are finally on the upswing and a great story. We have only failed since then. We have wasted most of 2 decades failing. You're absolutely right, mate. 100%.
Yeah. You think what Leeds have been through the last 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And they're still closer to probably playing in Europe than we ever will be.
Oh, 100%.
You know what it is now? The only reason why we watch
Spurs are better,
the
mate.
only reason why we watch Newcastle at the moment is it's a good reason for a drink.
No, I get it, mate. I get that.
Fucking hell, man. It's really depressing, this like.
No, I'm not saying that, but they still walk into that Brentford squad. You can't tell me that they're not good enough to play for Brentford, because they are. And the reason that you'll probably find that, you know, you're getting frustrated with these players, none of them have been played in the right positions either. I appreciate what you're saying. I might think some players are better than they are, but they're better than this Brentford side.
You got to think, Steve Bruce has 2 choices of formations, right? A 5-3-2 or 4-4-2, the most old-fashioned formations you can find. And football's evolved from them formations. And if you're going to play them, you've got to have the right players. and we don't. Honestly, I'm so glad I'm not on the fan reaction shows after. I'm just going to switch this off, switch social media off, and I'm not going to watch it because I'm absolutely sick.
Unfortunately, I am, mate. I'm not sure what to make of the fan reaction show.
But if we don't get to the final, I promise the Brandon falls through and I won't be on the show in the final. I'll definitely come on before the end of the season, lads. Yeah, I forgot about that, mate. Definitely do, though, 100%. Even if you just want to come on the fan reaction channel, mate, because we get lots of people on there. You can come on for a few minutes, vent. I know you said you might be a bit camera shy, but you'll be fine. Absolutely
the fan
fine.
reaction show, the host, which is Carlton Knight, is it you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ask the questions, so it's not like you have to make someone up. So
I think it's with me, right?
Me and you, Brandon.
I think so, yeah.
If you want to host it, mate, that's fine. Host it. I'll just be there.
How can I host it?
What do you mean? I'll just put it on and you just ask the questions. Is what I mean.
Jesus Christ, man! You better hell if you that. You're for the YouTube, mate. I'm for the Facebook. Don't bring me up to this. Like
you can stir up the arguments. You can get people rolled up. You like to ask you ask some controversial questions, so
I will do when you host it, right?
Okay, fine.
Andy Carroll's just had his first shot of the game, and I think it's left the stadium. Like,
you know what was mind blowing to me as well? I saw, I don't know, we got in the Facebook chat, we got a message from like a woman, I assume a feminist, saying that I was sexist because I said lots to you guys. Like, what is our club slogan? It's like Howay the lot. So our club is sexist as well. Like, what the fuck are we on about lately? Jesus Christ. It's all those snowflakes, mate. Like, what is wrong with these snowflakes?
Just say Christ. What does that actually change? It doesn't change anything, mate. To be honest, it doesn't.
I guarantee you, it must be Karen. Her first name was probably Karen.
I don't want us to lose the game. I do want us to equalise, but it's hard to watch this. It's really hard to watch. I honestly think this is worse than McLaren. It is worse than McLaren. Go on. Oh.
Red Eye Rebel. Brentford are able to play however they want because we don't press effectively. We also give the way constantly piss poor, but away lads. 100%. 100%. I bet 2-0 for Brentford. If I get it right, I will get £500. Fair play, mate. That's the bet I would have probably had as well. Seen better football from my local primary school team than these Deadwoods. In all honesty, I have seen better non-league football than what we play recently.
Is it Carl? Is there anyone who's stood out for you?
No.
I don't even think Wilson's been good. I usually say Wilson as a get out of jail thing for that question, and I can't even say him.
No, mate. I think everyone's been piss poor.
Do you know what annoys us? Like some of the football Brentford players is unbelievable, or what they try to play. We're nowhere near that. There's one up to Andy Carroll just to fucking hoof on.
Jake Policino, sorry, mate. If Wilson isn't playing well, it's a sign, 100%. Do you remember England when Iceland were 2-1 up? They couldn't control the ball or pass it to another player. Nobody wanted the ball. They're scared and there's no one leading them. Yeah, well, you're right. That's exactly what we've got. Evening, Paul. Hope you're well.
What's
Hope you're better than
doing,
we are.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone spam Eddie Howe or we write on Insta, Twitter, pretty much every social media possible. We still got to get rid of Bruce, though. That's the problem. I really don't know what to say. I know, Rachel, it's been fucking shocking. Adapt or die. Very, very good point.
Honestly, there's Lewis being caught out of position. No, it's not Lewis. Sorry, I'm slagging the wrong player off. He's not even on the pitch. I'm just sick of watching them now.
Oh, Daryl, you're right, mate. 4-2-3-1, something we've all been screaming for.
I tell you who's been really... I mean, they've all been poor. But like Jacob Murphy, he's not doing himself any favours in games like this.
No.
I mean, I think Shelby's been one of the worst on the pitch. I mean, there's Jalint again, just can't control the ball. Oh, he's done him there, actually. Look like a twat if he's put it in the top corner. Go on. Oh, no, he's put it out for a fucking throw-in.
Oh, dear. How is Steve friggin' Bruce still around? We don't fucking know, Paul. I wish he wasn't. Adam just watched Arsenal vs City. At least it will be better than this bollocks. True.
I'm watching Newcastle football.
Carol just hit Rosette. I'm a little bit behind on the comments.
Right, watch the fucking Christmas Chronicles after this.
Brentford had 20 goals from open play and just a few pens. Shows a team that can finish 100%. Jay, that was where it was. I saw you spoke about that in the last fan reaction show. And I think Newcastle had only scored 9 from open play. Yeah, crazy, mate. But let's do what Steve Bruce does and allow them to play football. Maxi and our own captain have been dropped for some of our good players in the team, and he's dropping them. This is why Bruce got to go. Would Howe even come to us? No, we spoke about this before, haven't we, Alex? We don't think he would. Can't tell me that's the best we can come up with, the players we have out there, 100%.
Do you know what will happen if he gets sacked, which I don't think he will, but let's say he does. It'll be some fucking idiot like Mark Hughes, who again's been out the job, but they'll look for the reaction. Mike Ashley will say, "Oh, let's try and get reaction," because let's be fair, we only need to win. You know, we're in a decent position. It'll be some idiot like Mark Hughes just to wind us up.
Do you feel that strongly about it, Daryl? Do you think he doesn't deserve to be in the squad at all? I know it's 50-50 with Joe Linton and Newcastle fans, and that's fine. Hi, guys. Sorry you guys lost. Unacceptable, and hopefully I can bring you some festivity. If Rose go top of the League One tonight, we want you to go top, mate, hopefully. Thing is, once Bruce gone, who the hell are we going to get? Fuck knows. No one would want to take the job, mate. No one wants to come in and take this job.
What needs to happen is Mike Ashley needs to lower the asking price for the club so other buyers can come in. Because at the minute, everyone's raving about Saudis. If he lowers the... Go on. Oh, Carol, you fucking donkey. he needs to lower the asking price so more realistic bidders can come in. And
He will
they
never do
might,
that.
they might not be billionaires, but at least they might be able to just change the club in some way.
Definitely.
He
Spurs
will
for life.
never do that.
Say that again, Adam.
No, sorry, go on then.
Carry on, mate.
We're not. You look at this. We're not a £350 million club. What he's trying to charge people? No way. Go on.
I think the score has a glitch from Spurs for Life. It's said that Brentford are winning. You know more than anyone, mate, that we shit ourselves our way to results that we don't deserve, and this is the team that we are. Where are we? I could have £1 in one hand and all the starting 11 right now on the other side, and then Ashley would say, "What's the difference?" I don't know. Piss
2
poor.
minutes left.
Confused as to why you thought you would beat Brentford. They have a better squad than you. They have an identity, a way of play. Nobody said. I wasn't saying that I thought we were going to necessarily beat them. I expect Newcastle to be able to go out and put outside out to beat Brentford. They're not in the fucking Premier League. That's why.
We had our hopes up, Connor, when we seen that Brentford didn't even play the first team.
Absolutely.
If you on Twitter or Facebook, there was not many Newcastle fans expected to win. But when we seen Brentford had dropped the 2 best players and the top scorer, we thought, oh, we might have a chance, and that's our expectation. And
Definitely.
We've been even worse than we expected. So we certainly didn't expect to win.
The way you're coming across, you're telling me now that I can't expect to beat a fucking Championship side as a Newcastle fan who are in the Premier League with Premier League quality players per se. So now am I overzealous in thinking that I can't beat it? We shouldn't be able to beat a Championship side, Connor? Of course I'm going to think we should beat fucking Brentford. I don't care what their scouting system's like. They're fucking Brentford. They're in the Championship for a reason. So yeah, I expected us to beat them. We haven't. Is what it is.
Ivan Toney just won them a corner in the 93rd minute, so that these will just run the clock down. There's going to be no miraculous comeback like there was against Newport. To be fair, Newport would have given these a better game tonight than we are.
Can I even bring it to the penalties? That's crazy.
Every one of these players needs to hang their head in shame tonight after this.
Yeah, Spurs for life. They are winning, mate. Don't take Darren Moore away from our club if Rosie goes.
This is nearly finished anyway. There's Sean Longstaff giving stupid fouls in the corner away. Ivan Toney just showing him up. This should be the last kick of the game. Well, we've been given a goal kick, but once he kicks this should be a... I mean, I've seen Brentford should never be in a semi-final, but I wish them the best of luck. I think they fully deserve this tonight.
Absolutely. They've been brilliant.
Yeah, there's the whistle. Newcastle out the cup. Dog shit. Absolutely shocking. Bruce, he's got to go. He has to go. I'm not even going to tune into his excuse conference after. When you've got people like Leeds fans commenting, Arsenal fans have been on, Man U fans, he's got to go. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we're out the cup. You know, I can accept that we've been beaten by the better team, but again, it's down to the ineptitude of Steve Bruce. Good luck to the lads on the fan reaction show and scoring the players. Absolutely shocked.
Agreed. Yeah, and like we said, you know, Adam's just said there, like everyone from every club has said how bad Steve Bruce is. It's been an absolute fucking shit show. Numbers are going up again, you know, and again, not taking any credit away from Brentford at all. That's not what I'm here to do.
Fully deserved.
But
Fully deserved.
100%. But if I can't, or us as Newcastle fans can't go into a game playing against a Championship team, regardless of what form they're in, as a Premier League side and the players that we've got in our squad, and expect to get a result, then what the fuck as a fan should I expect? So people coming in here and telling me that we shouldn't be expected to beat Brentford can get to fuck, because we should. It's as simple as that, and we haven't. Fine, they were better than us. But that's why we're so fucking frustrated. Bruce needs to fucking go.
It's been too predictable again. The players aren't putting the effort in. It's not just the tactics. The players aren't playing for him. Shelvey, I mean, he's a lazy player to start with, but he's even lazier for some reason at the minute. Almiron's not showing up. Hayden was poor tonight. Just poor. Just every player's just not playing for Steve Bruce now. I don't know where that's our season over now. I mean, we're 13th, 14th out the cup. We're not going to get through the third round of the FA Cup. Nothing to play for again. Another failure under Mike Ashley. I don't know. Just it's soul destroying. I'm sick of watching them. Man City next, really? Man City next, then Liverpool, then Leicester. Fuck, we're doomed. Yeah. Doomed on it.
We are. Appreciate everyone for dropping in. Really do appreciate everyone's support. We got Johnny coming up, I think, with a quick reaction vid, and then you'll see myself and Brandon doing the fan reaction. Make sure you're all over on that, because I'm sure everyone will be kicking off left, right, and centre. So if you do want to get involved, please come in. And if you're not someone that's against Steve Bruce, then it's probably best that you do stay away from it, because I imagine it's going to be surrounded. That's what it's going to be all about. So again, thank you everyone for dropping in. You're all absolute legends. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in 30 seconds. You'll be with Johnny, then it'll be myself and Brandon. Thanks again. Speak to you all soon. Ta-ra.